Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday. We got Lay in the building. We got Cap in the building. Cabs can't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit on Lay.
My man, just chilling, brother, chilling.
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Is that? And the father goes shamefully, that's my son. And the other guy goes shamefully, Orion goes, that's my father. Choose fear and hate to run your life. Something you can't do. That was wrong with me from the beginning. I was doing it that way. I was gonna go down that path. I worried.
You thought it was Grayson?
Sorry. Got hurt. It's like, not him. Not him.
Crack his brain for somebody, anybody that can help. And remembers, freeze.
The media?
No,
Randall Savage. Randall Savage. With his knowledge and all other shit and his capacity to learn?
Absolutely.
This is the only vegan I'll ever eat is grilled chicken wings, because that's like vegan to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the chicken wings are supposed to be fried, but you grill the chicken wings, you put it in some sauce, and give it some blue cheese.
Is vegan.
That's vegan. Like regular moo cow fuck milk, put it in some Honey Nut Cheerios, vegan, because Honey Nut Cheerios good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? Can I steal the question from Cabs?
I got it right. Look at this.
I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal.
You're too late.
Wow.
I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like, yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right, and I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow, yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! Right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Turn it off. I'm doing this tonight. Tap already fucked up the song, but it's alright, cause it's Tuesday, baby. Come on. We got that pole and we seen that Wolverine's in the scene, and we gonna review all this with the song. Wait a minute.
Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone. I hear them call my name, and it feels like home. Flame on!
What's going on, everybody? It's fucking Tuesday night.
Wait a minute, I don't get a fucking song?
No,
you don't get a song. Off.
Yo,
no, my
What
people,
the
you just got serenaded, all right?
in my defense, all I did was turn my camera on so Pro knows that I was ready. I didn't know it was gonna jump back into the fucking thing.
You didn't go into the green room, but it's alright though. Don't fuck it up for everybody.
That shit. That's you guys.
Don't fuck it up for everybody.
It still worked out well. That's how it's gonna go in the Nukkle fucking episode. It's gonna be a little off the rails, but that was cool. That was dope.
Fuck that. The intro was on point.
Facts.
You got to worry about it, right?
Building.
If you know, you know, and if you don't know, well, too bad, motherfuckers.
Right. We in the building. That works. Oh, that's how you intro an episode.
Right.
Now we're about to talk about
viewers. Yes. Poach is making a special appearance on Tuesday.
Facts. That voice that you're hearing right now.
Yo,
Poach is in the building.
And that intro wasn't the only surprise we had for the night. We got a big surprise. It's gonna come a little later. But I got a surprise for y'all, motherfuckers.
Oh shit.
We didn't want you.
Show, but Show actually fucking saw Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yo, facts. That is the biggest surprise of them all.
Yo,
Joe actually watched this movie.
before we get to the review of it, let's talk about Paul H and all that. But I do want to say what Reed Richards did in this movie was fantastic.
Fact. I would have never thought we would see Reed Richards in this movie.
Yo.
And he was dope. He was dope.
And to go off of, I don't want to give any spoilers just yet, but the bad guy's got a dragon.
For those wondering, I was the one that fucked up. I called him Reed Richards.
I think they could. I think they could put that 2 and 2 together. But it is time to talk about.
We not surprised you were the one fucked up.
But it's time to talk about the insanity of finally San Diego Comic-Con happened after us saying it happened like 2 weeks ago.
No. After you said it.
Toe didn't disagree with me. Toe did not disagree with me, so we're going down together. Put yourself back on the screen, goddamn.
Shit, going down together, man. Listen, you said it was there, and I said, you know what? He's supposed to know shit, and apparently he didn't know shit.
Wait,
I didn't know.
Aren't you the journalist?
Ooh.
Not on Tuesdays. I'm usually on any day that ends with Y except Tuesday. But now that San Diego Comic-Con has come and gone, holy shit, Hall H was insane.
Yeah,
In the
I
membrane.
actually had the privilege of watching the panel. So I've seen, of course, watching it streamed, you don't get to see all the trailer bits that they had and all that other shit. But I saw,
I was gonna say, wait, so did you get to also see the movie? Because they showed it at Hall H. Did you see it again during the stream? Which was crazy because even them doing that was like, this is what told you how insane San Diego Comic-Con was this year.
They showed what movie?
They showed Deadpool and Wolverine during their panel. They after they did like the little portion there at the panel, they said, how about we just turn this into a movie theater right now? And they showed the movie for everyone that was there.
Wow.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so for the portion that was Sean Levy, Hugh Jackman, and Ryan Reynolds, they showed
just mark my words.
Yeah.
Once before I am no longer on this beautiful earth, I'm going to go to San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, that's this.
And I will go there after I'm off this beautiful earth.
All right, I've been to the one at the Davis Javits Center.
Same,
I want to go again, but definitely I need to go to San Diego.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
So do I.
Excuse me, San Diego.
Yeah. German for whale's vagina.
That's right.
Matter of fact, I'm going to New York Comic-Con this October.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm starting to think this is racist.
Sold out, right?
Huh?
Are the tickets already sold out?
I could check right now. I don't think so, but they might not be any. I
know. Friday and Saturdays are the good days. I think Thursday is like when they set up, and then Sunday everybody gone.
Yeah.
So the 4-day packet is gone. Thursday and Friday and Sunday are still available.
Bless you.
Yeah, Thursday's up, Friday's up, and Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday is
gone.
Yeah. Yo, but the VIP ticket is $575.
Yeah, but you get a lot of shit with that.
But I don't see not one PB touch.
But this is
I don't think that happens.
Not the Adult Expo.
Yeah, I don't think that happens at New York Comic-Con. I don't think that's cool. Yeah.
Yo, but for the 500 VIP pass, you get all 4 days?
Yeah. You get shit, I just closed it. I think you get the 4 days, and then I think you get extra perks with like meetings and shit like that.
Oh, okay. That's not horrible.
For $500, Pikachu better touch my penis. Fuck that.
Reserved seating in Empire and main stages, guaranteed access to all panels, all other panel rooms, first access to purchase separately, ticket events, first access to purchase autographs, photo ops, and more.
You get the access to purchase.
Yeah, you get the access for the exhibitor exclusives.
Ray, have
the
you ever
show
been
floor.
to a Comic-Con?
Yes, I worked 2 years back to back at Comic-Con.
No, but have you been there as a fan?
No, yeah, I got to. Yeah. I roamed there.
So you know, access is everything.
No, yeah.
Oh shit! You get a private ATM.
What?
You get a private lounge with light catering, a private ATM, and a free coat and bag check. That means you don't have to pay for them to check your bags.
They check.
They check it for free. 20% off at the official merch store in the New York Comic-Con. Access to exclusive hotel block.
The fuck is a hotel block for?
Well, because if you want to put the hotel together, you get enough blocks. You can just put them on top of each other.
Lego set.
Complimentary Thursday ticket for a friend to join. We get the fuck you ticket.
So yo,
that's the plus one.
Just to help that up.
Hold on. You the one who said there was no pee-pee touch. Now you're mad at the fuck you ticket?
Well, for the friend, shit. Complimentary 30-day membership for the Popverse. Fast pass line for photo ops and autograph. Wait, I thought I already got first access. Why I got a fast pass?
Oh, fast pass. When you do your thing, and they're like, all right, come back here at this time. And instead of waiting online until then, you just show up at the time and go on.
Oh, here goes the best one.
The PP touch.
No. Look,
The anal touch.
This ticket is valid for one person, age 6+, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Prices do not include ticket fees.
Wait a second. Time out.
Rewind that.
Hold on. That only means if they ship it out to you, you still got to pay the fee for them to mail it to you.
It said prices do not include ticket fees, shipping, and taxes. Will be calculated at checkout.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, if I'm paying next to $600, that shit better be included. Add the $5 extra fucking dollars and let's call it $580. Kiss my ass, so what?
Yo, I love how Cap was trying to help rationalize this while we're just like we're acting.
Because I will not sit here and watch you denigrate Comic-Con.
You know what though? If the tickets are still available, I might do a Friday and a Sunday. Yeah. Sunday you clean up. Ain't no lines.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's one of the years I worked Comic-Con, doing Sunday wasn't bad because like that's where you get everyone that's just trying to like last minute pick something up, buy something. And you get people that actually want to just generally buy shit instead of just, oh yeah, I might come back. It's like Sunday, no, people are buying and actually it's a nice flowing day.
And sometimes you get that one guy that's selling figures and be like, yo, I really want this, but this is already too much. And he'd be like, yo, take that and 17 other fucking figures for the price of the 3 here.
No facts.
I'm not taking this shit back home. Well, how about the naked Madonna? Take that shit too with you.
I remember that Sunday I bought the Nickelodeon box that they were selling it, I think for like $120. The guy gave it to me like, yo, we just have a bunch. Yo, you want to give me 50? I'm like, I bet. There you go.
When I was there, me and my boy, we ended up going back on a Sunday. And at this time it's already too late. It was tickets that were lost and crows found. The passes.
Yeah.
So we used those on Sunday too, and we was able to get the Spider-Man, the one with the hologram.
Ooh, okay.
The red cover and the black cover signed by the original artist.
Oh, nice. That's fire. That's fire.
Which I still have somewhere here that I'm pretty sure I've never even taken them out the plastic. So in a couple of years, I'm going to see how much they work. Especially now with the way they have Spider-Man included in the MCU and all that other shit.
Oh yeah, you'll make some.
It might be worth some money.
Yeah, you'll make some nice money off those right there.
Yeah, anything to help Toe buy some hookers. I mean,
facts.
We gotta donate the cause to the hookers and chuleta cause. That's
word. Because not all of us can afford those babies.
Agency. So,
by the way, not only we buying hookers, we buying cocaine. All right, or all the other 130 references that they used in this movie.
Yo, word.
Devil's
Do
Dandruff.
you want to build a snowman?
You want to be?
That's what we can.
That's the one thing Feige said no. Can't have cocaine. Oh man, I can't wait.
Real
Okay.
quick, before we get into everything, I've always wanted to do this. So for you three,
Yeah.
top 5, blind rank these superheroes.
Okay.
Okay.
Aquaman,
5.
Yeah.
5. Yeah.
all right. Angel or Archangel.
Okay, I was about to say Angel, or I would say Archangel. I would say 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can go with 3.
I'll put him in 3. Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
4.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4.
So we got 1 and 2 left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch it be Squidward
And Daredevil.
Electra.
Give me the 2 words. Fine.
Billy Batson, aka Shazam.
2.
2.
Carol Danvers.
Wow. Hold on, wait. Time out. I didn't
Well,
say,
you cheating, my man.
anything
You
yet.
cheating.
I didn't say it. I was still thinking. So
Oh, you
Captain
cheating.
Marvel for me 1 and Carol Danvers 2.
Word.
You're welcome.
I guess
Got
you did hold your stuck with Carol Danvers as 1.
It's funny, you put Captain Marvel at number 1 when you should have put Captain Marvel at number 1.
Yeah.
Listen, that's all right. At the end of the day, Aquaman's still a bitch.
Word.
You know, had I had the foresight that you guys didn't like Aquaman that much, that would have been the last one for 1.
No, I just put it at the end just because I thought
You know what?
Get better.
I'm gonna correct myself. It's not that I don't like Aquaman. Is that they don't portray him as good as he should.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't like Lobo playing Aquaman?
No. It's not even that. It's like they really just say, "Oh, he can swim fast. He can breathe underwater, and he can communicate with some animals." And I'm like, "Yo, he's telepathic. He can do a lot more than just that." Like, give him make him look like a fucking G. You know what I'm saying? That's all my point. Like, it's like, oh, he can breathe underwater and he can swim fast. Like, that's all people know him for.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's called living in the project.
Because remember, if you can't swim, you bound to drizzle.
Facts.
So Comic-Con news.
Okay, so from Hall H, do we just start with the main one? The reason why we went nuts?
No,
Yeah.
Let's just start. We leave that to the end.
Oh, okay.
We get rid of all the morsels first because they really wasn't too much.
Okay.
The reason why we all went nuts is because Mercedes Moné and Britt Baker got into a fight, and Tony Khan announced at Comic-Con San Diego that there will be a match at All Out Wembley.
That wasn't at Hall H though. That was just Comic-Con.
Listen, I don't give a shit. That was at Hall. You wasted our time. We knew this shit was gonna happen. Shut the fuck up. Thank you. That was my rant. You're welcome.
You.
Thank you, Dave LaGreca. Wait. So what else was announced at Hall H?
Well, I was gonna go through the movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Captain America, Brave New World. We found out that Giancarlo Esposito is playing Sidewinder.
Okay.
So the Serpent Society is still in
Play?
It's still in the movie.
So basically, they just cut out Seth Rollins, but the rest of it's still there.
No, well, we don't know for sure if they cut him out fully.
Okay.
Because I do know Diamondback is still in there.
Okay.
You're muted.
But in our defense, fuck Seth Rollins.
Hit it, Toe. We didn't want you.
We didn't want you.
Oh, that's when you comment.
My bad.
So then we did. Then they moved on to Thunderbolts, which they're still being weird about the asterisks thing.
There's astronauts in it?
No, there's the asterisks at the end of the name.
Oh.
Which means to me that that's obviously not the name of the movie. And I think they're gonna do something else. And I don't want to say anything because Lord knows Toad don't like spoilers, and I might be right, and so I'm not gonna say much more. But
Well, what kind of spoiler are you talking about?
The title of the movie and/or team.
Are you trying to say that that they might do the Midnight Suns?
No, not at all.
So is Wesley Snipes in it?
No,
Are you sure?
at this point, no. But
Is Blade gonna be in this movie?
unless Wesley Snipes is there, I don't think Blade exists.
Facts.
Oh, we do have an update for Blade. Ray had it yesterday, but you know what?
We'll
Fuck
get
it.
to the-
Fuck it. Spoil it. And if it sounds like you're fucking around with my emotions, I'll mute you and let you fucking talk.
How's that work? You're gonna mute me and I talk?
No,
Well,
yeah, he'll
I'll mute you in
from
my
his-
thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
won't be able to hear you.
I think this is gonna be, instead of the Thunderbolts, I think this is the Dark Avengers.
God damn it. Nah, I'm just fucking.
Oh, you know
I was
what?
saying, wait a second. Did you say that? I think you
Okay.
said that. a while ago.
Fucking Cap.
He doesn't even know what he's talking about. I'm talking about Sean.
Word. The Avengers
So-
are black now? Shit.
They have a dark
Anda
mode and
diablo,
a
what
light
The
mode.
fuck? I said Dark Avengers, not Black Avengers.
Yeah, racist.
I mean, look at Ray. Ray's the darkest thing on the screen. He ain't black.
And he had a problem with them yesterday.
And you stop saying that. And I told you, not, the one part of the podcast, not the clip, is the first thing I see tagged, and I'm like, this motherfucker. I was like, I'm not sharing this one.
Leon, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go see Despicable Me 4 before I can give you.
I can tell you right now, unequivocally, this movie is better than Despicable Me 1, 2, 3, 4, Minions 1 and 2, Kung Fu Panda.
Hey, don't mess with Jack Black now.
Yo, facts. That last Kung Fu Panda was good. I saw that movie.
Yeah, not better than this movie.
Nah, the
No,
number
it
one-
wasn't better
number
than
one
this
was,
movie.
well, number one was better.
No, it definitely was. I'm just saying. It was a good movie.
So, then we had we got into Fantastic Four.
Mhm.
We now know that the Fantastic Four is called First Steps. That's the official title, Fantastic Four First Steps. They are set in a retro futuristic 60s New York, which is in a different universe.
Okay.
So it's a different multiverse, not in ours, and not the one in Doctor Strange. They thought it was going to be Multiverse of Madness, but they just made a Doctor Strange movie. And we know for a fact that the Fantastic Four are going to be in Doomsday and Secret Wars. So we at least have those three movies that they're going to be in. The Rome movie and then the two Avengers movies. And now we can... Then they brought out the Russo brothers who are directing Avengers Doomsday now.
Hold up, Cap, before you do that, I would like everyone to give the full attention for the returning, defending
Yeah,
Cavs is in the fucking building.
my man.
Everyone thought he was dead, but he was fine. He was bulletproof, drinking his wine and on time.
Holy shit. Holy
Someone on
Let me
top.
turn on,
Can,
let me turn
can
on my
everybody,
camera
can,
for this.
can everybody hear me?
Yo,
Y'all can hear me? I sound good?
yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
Look, first of all, I have a bunch of messed up equipment. Look at this headset. I just came out of nowhere. What's up, everybody? My bad.
Yo,
Holy shit.
This cameo is better than any cameo we got in the movie.
Yep. That's it. Yo, Wesley
hold on.
Snipes, eat your heart out.
Return to
We
the
got
mat.
Cavs.
About time.
I see your flame on. So did you like that cameo?
Dude, we'll get into it, man.
All right, let's get into
Wait.
did I come in for the Star Wars stuff? My
You-
favorite
yeah,
stuff,
yes,
or is
yes,
that
yes.
last week?
You walked in as soon as Cap was about to announce Dr. Doom.
Okay, let's go. Perfect. What's up, everybody? Joseph, Mr. Loki, Leo, what's good, my guy? What's up, everybody? It's good to be back.
Oh shit!
What up, show?
Let's fucking go.
I told you we was gonna have a surprise tonight, baby.
All right, you know, it's been a while. A lot of changes in my life. I'm in a new place. I'm married. You know, new job. I got a lot going on. Sorry, y'all, but I'll try to make some appearances here and there. But let's go. What were we talking about before I got here?
Hold on, just for the fans at home. We made him sign a new contract. We're gonna make him do this till he's 90.
We brought him back from Fox, baby.
That's right.
What up, Show? I see you, Show, working hard, bro. It's always good to see you working, bro.
We also got Hodge too. Hodge is in the building.
Yo, facts.
I heard Hodge back there. Hodge, did you watch it?
I watched it on Sunday.
Perfect. Because spoilers are gonna be aplenty.
Yo, facts.
All right, let's get to this Dr. Doom shit.
Let's get to that.
Because we got some.
They bring out the whole thing that's going to be Dr. Doom now instead of who was that other guy? Who the other guy that likes punching white women? According to
what's his
Ant-Man
name? Krang? Is it Krang?
Kang.
Oh, Kang.
Wang.
Yeah, Wang Chung got kicked the fuck out, and now we got Victor Von Doom.
The pivot is crazy.
Yeah, and even crazier is they got RDJ to play Victor Von Doom. Now,
how do I feel about that?
I want to hear you guys first before I give my whole spiel on this shit.
Oh, can I go?
Go ahead.
I feel like nothing is correct and nothing is wrong in terms of how you feel about this RDJ shit. Is it desperate? Yeah. Is it a cop-out? Yeah, sure. Yo. Hold on, give me a sec.
All good.
Give me a sec. Here you go. Is it a cop-out? Sure. Is it gonna work? Perhaps. Is it not gonna work? Perhaps. Like this I feel like we just don't know enough about what's going on. Like, is this just gonna be like a whole new character that he is portraying? Is it going to be linked to Tony on some like Tony is a descendant of Doom, or vice versa? Is gonna be like a Kang situation where Reed Richards was a variant of Kang, but they're just gonna do that with Tony now? Like, what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's so many things. Like, everything is yes and everything is also no. Is it gonna work? Sure. Can it possibly blow up and not work? Sure. I feel like everything can happen at the moment with this news. I don't know what to make of it. I just don't know enough yet. Yeah.
I personally do not see this being the Dr. Doom we grew up with. My phone is being stupid.
Because of RDJ or because of...
Yeah, because... So I see Dr. Doom. Yes, he's arrogant. He lets his... he that's one of his weaknesses. That's how people beat him. He's a smart dude. Not saying that Robert Downey Jr. can't play smart. But I see Dr. Doom as one of those people that when they tell you something, you listen even if you don't respect him. Like, he's a scary motherfucker. Like, that command, like, he has one of those, I've said it, so it shall be done type niggas.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of flamboyancy and a lot of, like, charisma exuding RDJ.
Yeah, for sure.
And Dr. Doom doesn't have that type of charisma.
Not that exactly. Yeah, I'm so confused about it. Like, I think it would have been much better if we don't tell anybody and there was like voice alterations and he just has his mask on the entire time, and then we just see like a weird flashback, or maybe the mask comes off somehow and then we see it's RDJ. Like, again, this can go, what I mean by this is that this can go in any direction. Yeah. Is it desperate? Yes. Can they possibly work out a crazy story where a lot of these people that grew up with Tony, battled with Tony, lived with Tony, you know, can they build a scenario where they are now facing a Tony in a different light? Anything is possible with this news. It could be catastrophic or it can be the coolest thing ever. It's just, I don't know where I'm at with it. I just don't know.
Yeah. So with those little theories that you had, it made me think, because there are theories that there were dates at Endgame where that Tony went back and stopped Kang from doing shit. Now, when you fuck with the past, it tends to fuck back with you.
Yes.
That's the rule.
So,
You never know. There might be a variant of Tony Stark that had to pick up the persona of a Doom type character.
100%.
Rule over all this shit.
Yeah, what he did.
He knew you kill one, another one's coming.
What I will say, and the only positivity towards this that I have is that the fucking gang is back together. We got the Russos, we got the Christopher, whatever his name is, the writer of Winter Soldier, Endgame, or one of the writers, and we got RDJ. We got the gang back.
Yeah.
So again, this could be horrible. This could be horrible. You know what's funny? Leave it to Tony Stark to be the person who does both. Live long enough to you either die the hero or live long enough to be the villain. Like, he's done both. Like, both
he died. Now he's still gonna be the villain.
He died the hero, but he is also the villain now. So again, the only positive thing I see about this, the gang being back together. But I just don't know truly what to think about it. Is the word indifferent? What's the word?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just don't know. I need more.
Yeah.
Like, is this gonna be real Doom, or is this gonna be smoke and mirrors? Like, is it gonna be like, is this gonna be like some kind of like is it gonna just be a whole new character that these people don't know, played by Robert Downey? Are they gonna know who he is? And so much questions. My bad, Ray. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I'm hoping at this point it's just infamous Iron Man.
Well,
If we go that route.
Well, shit. So that's what I'm saying. There's a couple of comic book runs that they can pull from for this. There's a couple of Elseworld what if shits, but like there's a couple, like, I don't know, man. Like,
there's options. There is definitely a lot of options. The problem is what's gonna hit, what's gonna actually be the best point to go from this, and
it needs to be perfect,
where it doesn't seem like just the cop out, you know?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Right now, that's what it looks like. It looks like a cop. It looks like they went with a safe bet. They went with a known entity.
Yeah. Because we popped. I remember we were on the podcast. Me and Toe were live on Saturday.
He's adding me to shit.
You were here, motherfucker. We were live. There is footage.
And popping? I don't remember popping. I remember going, oh,
bro,
they chose him.
You said, give me a second.
Because I was on some.
That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. Because it's like, okay, obviously the Russo brothers, the writer Christopher. Can you guys get that name for me? If anybody got a shot, the writer from he did Winter Soldier, Infinity Wars, Christopher Rogan, some shit like that. Obviously they all got huge amounts of money for this.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously. And money is the determining factor every freaking time.
Christopher Marcus?
There you go. But did they agree to this because of the money only, or did Feige present a good idea? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it all money driven, or did they actually have something planned, something good written that Downey said, all right, you know what? I'll put the jersey back on for this.
At the panel, the Russo brothers said that they had an idea that they were afforded an opportunity for an idea because of the multiverse and how it functions and variants.
Well, what they meant to say was because Jonathan Majors is out here hitting white women. That's what they really meant. That's where the opportunity came from. But yeah, like, you know, Robert Downey seemed pretty out of the MCU, but I mean, the amount of money that they must have thrown at this man, right?
We're talking about Deadpool making close to $500 million.
You feel me?
Offered him
So
a nice $500 million.
Yeah,
They-
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't be surprised that it's closer to a billion.
hold on,
Like,
I'm getting the number right now of what they
Okay.
paid him.
I heard that one of the stipulations for him
Well, no,
playing
no.
Doctor Doom was the Russo brothers directing it.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I'm saying, right? So like, and I'm thinking, I'm not talking about Deadpool. I'm talking about the bag that Robert Downey got.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure this is gonna make him extremely rich. Like $500,000 seems $500,000 in crazy royalties, maybe stake into Disney, MCU, whatever. He probably has that already, but
He's getting paid more than 80 mil.
and he's made 75 mil, he said, from all the movies. So he's getting more than what he's made out of all that. Like, obviously he's getting
So
a
that's
humongous bag.
40 mil a movie.
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ.
Plus more. Who knows?
Plus- Yeah. So is it money related? Perhaps, but I'm just gonna hold on to the fact that maybe they have something cooking to the point that it's cooking so well that it got the attention of the Russo brothers and Robert Downey.
Coach, you want to say your piece?
I think Marvel went with a safe bet. They know what the Russos bring.
Yeah.
They know what Robert Downey Jr. brings. You know, they wanted to keep it. Let's, for lack of a better word, the last couple of movies was ass.
Yeah.
They were fucking horrible. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, listen, let's go with a known entity, something that I know is going to have people in the seats and not people questioning if we're doing the right work or the right job.
And it already just doing it because it's getting us talking. You know, like it's getting us to that point that we're conversating about it now. So it's like it did step one.
Well,
now
yeah.
Step two is let's make a product.
But I mean, I would have
Everyone's
loved
always
Henry Cavill.
talking. Everyone's always talking about the MCU, but there's definitely a lot of chatter.
Yeah.
Cap, let me hear your thoughts on this, man.
My initial thoughts were, this makes no sense.
Yeah.
Because when Toe ran into my room and woke me up and said, Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom. And I went, what?
What?
And I looked it up and I went, what? Now I've had some time to think about it. And I see three options here. Option one is he's playing Victor Von Doom
And
from another universe.
And it has nothing to do with Tony at all.
Yeah. His look being of Tony, it's going to be one of those things where like
Inconsequential. Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Man is going to look at him weird, but Doom is going to have no idea why. Right? That's one.
Yeah.
Two, I got that idea because they literally said he's playing Victor Von Doom. The other fucking idea I had, or the other possibility, is he's playing an alternate version of Tony Stark who was, had to put a suit of armor around the world, was prepping for like a doomsday, and they gave him the moniker of Dr. Doom because he was so panicked over what he had to do.
Would you hate that?
Yes.
I would hate that.
I got that idea because Robert Downey took off the mask and said, "New mask, same
task." Yeah. God damn it. I knew that you were just gonna bring me down with your correct ideas. God damn it.
And your logic.
Your freaking logic.
Here's the third thing. The third thing is
yo, Cap, I would hate that so fucking much. Oh.
The third, well, you guys already said infamous Iron Man.
Well, that's what I thought it was going to end up being.
Yeah, but I mean, that could be the path they do.
Yeah. Especially when they announced RDJ, I was like, okay, if this, and the thing is, a reason why I feel like a lot of people also think that his Funko went up like crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, to the point, it was, I think, valued at like $20 before this weekend. So now it's up to $190 a Funko.
Jesus Christ, for nothing.
Just because of the rumor. So imagine. I can't wait for it not to be Infamous Iron Man, just for it to be like, who bought this shit at $190?
So yeah.
So the third option I have is we're being swerved,
Yeah.
and Robert is gonna be on Doctor Doom, and then in Doomsday we'll find out the real Doctor Doom,
Krasinski style.
who then goes on to Secret Wars.
Okay.
I'm hoping it's that. I'm hoping it's that.
Where I finally landed on this is the realization that my favorite comic book villain is never going to be fully realized on screen.
Damn, that's sad.
So I have no choice but to resign myself to the story and just whatever they put up there,
surrender.
I'm going to watch.
My man is gonna surrender.
I have no choice because
yeah, I hear you, man.
You jokingly said mentioned Star Wars when you came in. They are trying to rip Star Wars out of my heart piece by piece.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to let them do that.
I've been hearing about that.
And I'm not going to if that's what they're going to do with Doom, or in my estimation, if that's what they're going to do to Doom, I'm not going to let them rip Doom from me. I'm just going to
Do you hold any kind of hope the fact that it is the Russo brothers and it is Christopher that wrote that gives you no hope at all?
No, because he came out, pulled off the mask, and instantly did the Iron Man pose. He can't turn
He
it
can't
off.
not be Iron Man. Yeah. Damn.
And
I hate how logical this guy is. He just fucked
Dude,
it all up for the whole internet.
The only small hope that I might hold on to is the fact that RDJ is a very good actor.
For sure.
And if you might be able to pull out the performance of a fucking lifetime from him by telling him, hey, you get to come back, but as this entity. This is a playground you haven't played in before.
Yeah.
This is something you haven't done before. So yeah, you're back, but this is a new experience for you to enjoy. That's the only sliver of hope that I'm holding on to.
So what if we and you know what though? You just made me think. So if we get RDJ as Doom, Victor Von Doom, and he's just a different character and he's just in the mask the whole time, then it was a desperation Hail Mary throw. So that's the thing, right? Like they sort of, which is what the MCU's been good at doing the last couple of years, is backing themselves into these weird like corners, because it's like if he is just Victor Von Doom, then you literally just put RDJ there to get it. The internet's correct at this point. It was a desperation play. You threw the Hail Mary.
Yep.
And then if you do make it some multiversal shit, that also may not land with other people. And then if you just make it like this is like evil Tony Stark, then his death in Endgame kind of loses some value to it. So it's like,
now,
I'm still always going to look at Iron Man. To me, that death will never be sullied by anything.
Cabs, you are correct.
It will never be
Except
sullied.
Disney just learned the wrong lesson. Disney just learned that putting a character that died in a movie doesn't necessarily mean it sullies the death.
Which that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, it won't sully it. And that's something that I wanted to bring on here, right? Like, I see a lot of people saying that on the internet. And Logan coming back, and, you know, if RDJ comes back, like, at the end of the day, we still have those moments. And I've said it on this very podcast, right? Like, remasters and remakes of video games, right? People get so upset at those. But the original project is still there. You know, if you want to be like if you don't want to be so cynical and critical about it, like, all of these characters, as similar as they technically are from different worlds and different universes, so they're different. That death, like I said it, that death will never be sullied for me, but I see it being sullied and messed up for a lot of other people who are over it And I'm not mad at you for feeling that way, but you just brought back Logan, and hats off to Hugh Jackman, because I feel like he was acting his ass off. Like, this was Logan, but it was totally a different Logan. Like, I felt the difference.
I can't wait to talk about it when we get in depth into that.
Man, this guy really said, okay, y'all want Logan? All right, yeah. I'm gonna show you why I've been the only Wolverine the last 20 some odd years. I'm gonna show you why, even if it doesn't make sense chronologically, this is why people call me for movies to be the Wolverine. I'm gonna fucking show you guys. Yeah. Man, he did it.
I'm doing this till I'm 90.
Yeah, till he's 90 for sure.
So let me ask y'all a question. Now, Avengers Doomsday leads into Secret Wars, and we have it like in the comics. Doom was one of those guys that picked people from different universes and all other shit. Do you see this Doctor Doom almost more like the dude from the X-Men cartoon that took the X-Men and put them in his game show and all that? Like
Mojo?
Mojo?
Yeah, but but not like that extravagant, but someone who's
would he be more comical?
Like he's more of a manipulator. Like he's doing this for his own enjoyment, but not as flamboyant as, you know what I'm saying? Like
because Doom is for like what he thinks is the greater good, whereas what you're explaining, it's a little bit more vain.
Yeah,
for his entertainment.
Yeah,
man, I hope not, because that's the one thing about Doom. It's never for entertainment. It's always for his vision of what a perfect world is.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Very Thanos-like. So it better not be that shit. God, you guys are pissing me off. I've been here 15 minutes.
Yo, I might have something that makes you happy.
Please.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
You said something that triggered something in me.
You trigger my trap card.
Yeah.
I know where we can find this performance that he needs. Whether he's playing Victor Von Doom or Tony Stark as Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
In Endgame, when he came back and told Cap, you said we would lose together and you weren't there, you're a liar.
Yeah.
That's the guy we need. That's the Doom.
Oh, okay,
If they're sticking with the comic book reasons of why Battle World was created, that's where he needs to pull his performance from.
The pain.
A pain of nobody but me has figured out what's going on and how to stop this.
Yeah.
I'm going to save what I can and make the hard decisions because nobody else can fucking do it.
So like
I'm gonna pull everybody in and boom, we made Battle World.
So Tony wakes up from whatever slumber or whatever it is, and he just remembers the pain and goes fucking Ultron.
Or
just goes Ultron.
It can either be that, or it could be he did come up with his Doombots, because we saw in Doctor Strange. They look like Doombots.
They are 100% yes.
He made his suit of armor, and then he figured out that, this isn't going to be enough because of what's happening. And then, because I can explain the comic if you want to right now, but he figures out what's happening and why it's happening, and then reverse engineers what he needs to do to maintain some semblance of a victory. Because that's why he made Battle World.
I'll still be upset at that.
Some semblance of a survival, essentially. And we need that guy who was not desperate, who was not vain, but who was sitting there going, we had a fucking plan and you didn't stick to it.
Yeah, you left
and
me.
I had to fight this shit on my own.
Yeah.
Do you want me to fight this on my own?
I got
Fine.
it. Okay. I don't hate it as much now after that. But now question. Would this do anything for you? And this goes to the panel. Well, we have a moment because apparently, and I guess this was said before all of the Jonathan Major stuff, but they kept saying that Spider-Man would be a big part of Secret Wars and all of that shit. So would you guys? How would you feel about a moment where it's like, Spider-Man and evil Tony or Tony as Doom, and like they have that moment, like Tony, it's me, man. Would that do anything for you?
I want to jump in first with this.
Please.
If he's playing Victor Von Doom, I would hope that all of the scenes with him not wearing a mask happen before Spider-Man shows up, and then the only time Spider-Man sees Doom is in the mask.
So he doesn't know.
Never sees. Yeah, because if he's playing Victor Von Doom, then again, it's not going to mean anything. If he's playing an evil version of Tony, Tom Holland is going to have to pull from somewhere deeper than I don't want to go when that meeting shows up.
Yeah.
Because he's going to know Tony. We're going to know Tony, but Tony's still not going to know him.
Yeah. Ding dong.
All right.
Tax has got something.
Hear me out. Cabs always feeds me the good blood. We got the IV going. Hear me out. And I know Cap said something to this, but I'm gonna go with this. Evil Tony. Same motivation. This isn't Victor Von Doom. This is Evil Tony. He lost in his universe. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then Spider-Man tries to bring him back. All that shit happens. He makes the metal arm around the world. He's going at it. And in that, he makes Victor Von Doom, Dr. Doom, and someone else has his army of metal soldiers fighting Tony Stark and his thing, because now
all his what you're saying, sorry to cut you off, but I just want to get it. So all his tampering creates the real Victor Von Doom.
So what happens is Tony he fucks around and finds out, because what's at this point, Victor Von Doom already runs Latveria.
Yeah.
And Tony wants to do the entire world. And Tony overreaches.
So
he
wakes the beast.
He goes, I told you not to fuck with me.
Okay.
Now I'm involved. And Victor Von Doom comes up and he defeats Tony, and he goes, you guys couldn't handle him on yourself? I'll run the motherfucking world, because apparently you guys can't be trusted with it. And he creates Victor Von Doom, and Tony Doomsday Von Doom has to stop Doomsday, because this is Avengers Doomsday.
And we side with Victor on some you know what, this guy's right, not Tony. Fuck Tony. Tony's always been wrong with the suit of armor shit.
Yeah. And with that, Doom could find out that Tony was fucking with the multiverse.
Yeah.
And Doom could be replacing Kang, because it was Doom's technology that Kang was using. There was a lot of Easter eggs about that.
Yep.
And Doom could have realized there's really nothing we can do to stop this incursion. So whatever the fuck that's happening. So the only thing I can think of logically is we get the best from each fucking multiverse, and we put them all in one shit on some what they did when they ended the Ultimates or some shit, and that's how you get Secret Wars.
This is I know both of y'all have touched on this, but this is the best scenario for me, where Tony is just like a proxy, right? It's just all smoke and mirrors, and he somehow brings out the real Victor Von Doom. On some funny Iron Man 3, the Mandarin. Remember that? Funny enough.
You just hit it. Trevor Slattery is Victor Von Doom.
Is it Victor?
I see him more than Tony.
That's so funny. But yeah,
I
like this. Like, whether it happens like that too, or more like Cap was saying it, I like the whole, hey, look, this is just smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
So did you guys hear that one of the plans for Deadpool Wolverine was that they were gonna just record like 10 minutes of like this other really bad movie? And it was called something cop, and it's like and it was just like a buddy cop thing, and you would go in and you're watching this like buddy cop movie, and the point was for it to be really bad, and then 10 minutes is just Deadpool takes over, and it's like bam. So maybe like some smoke and mirror shit. Like I think in a weird way or in a fun way, actually, is what I mean. I think that's what the MCU needs the most. We need to get back to being able to hide shit better. We like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these cameos, we heard that they were gonna happen. We heard like, and obviously some of them were more out there than others.
Yeah.
So we were still surprised in the theater, but we were also like there was, and we'll get into it obviously, but there was one big one that I was like, man, these two been playing a joke on the world for the last couple of decades. Like they didn't fucking like each other.
Yeah.
And when I heard about this, I was like, there's no way he's gonna be in this movie. And then it ended up happening. So I feel like a nice little smoke and mirror little game like that, like, yeah, we don't need Tony. Here's the real Doom. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah.
In fact, that might be the best scenario at this point because
Well, I can't wait till we get to the cameos because I know there's somebody in the cameos that you personally hate.
Sir. Sir. But yeah, it's weird news, but like Cap said, I'm gonna surrender. Let me see what y'all got.
Yeah.
I do feel some confidence that the boys are back. I've been dying for the Russos to come back. Like, let's see what they can do.
I think that's why they're doing it.
That's why Tony's back. That's what Cap said.
They're putting it in hands that they trust.
Yeah, man. Let's see some good shit, bro. Let's see. I'm not expecting Endgame, Infinity War, because there was so much positive buildup to that. Like I'm positive because
but everything after Endgame has been amiss or negative in Marvel.
There's been some good stuff there, man. Everybody likes to throw everything away. There's been some
Shang-Chi.
Eternals.
That was good, but then Captain Marvel 2, the Marvels,
the Marvels was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun, but I mean, I get it. No, I get what you're saying.
Well, it came out at a bad time because the Eternals gave us questions no one answered. The Marvels came out after Secret Invasion, which gave us questions no one answered. It's almost like they said, "Hey, everybody, remember that shit you saw?
Yeah,
don't." And that's how we explain it.
Did you watch Miss Marvel? We spoke about it. I mean, did you watch She-Hulk? We put it down there. We said it. We mentioned it. Hey, there's the thing.
Yeah.
Kev, you said that you're not expecting Endgame or Infinity War.
I'm not.
I am, for one specific reason.
Okay,
we've seen the Russos handle a shit ton of characters in one movie.
And lore and backstory,
So I'm expecting the same level of care for these two movies that are supposed to have massive amount of characters in it. The emotional impact and weight of Endgame and Infinity War, I'm not expecting because the build-up.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
But if the quality of the movie is down, that's a fail, and I don't give a shit who is directing it. Like the quality of movie has to be at least at the same level. Okay, if you're bringing these two guys back,
which if anyone's gonna give us that quality is those two gentlemen, and hopefully we get that. But yeah, interesting news.
Well,
we'll see where that goes.
They could listen. There are things they can touch on that would be cheap pops because Kamala Khan and Spider-Man, those are two very emotional characters. If they were to get,
and we're gonna see Spider-Man.
Situations.
We're gonna see Spider-Man, and hopefully they put Spider-Man in some fucking symbiote.
Yeah, because not for nothing, when Spider-Man died, we all teared up. Kamala Khan is in a similar situation that I think that would be an emotional heartstring that would get tugged on with us.
For us, because there's a lot of people that hate that girl, unfortunately.
Yeah, but there's the fucking Galaxies, Guardians of the Galaxy. They have that shit going on, and I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's things that they can manufacture in this,
For sure.
and with Brave New World coming out, and which that shit got ruined for me. I saw the picture of the Hulk, so like with that happening, and
It's hard to avoid that spoiler. That's difficult to avoid.
Yeah,
I
man,
did see
that's
the trailer.
kind of.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
saw it,
I
was
get,
like,
I get that. Yeah, I get that you don't watch trailers, but that's difficult to avoid.
I saw the trailer, but I avoided that part until my boy comes up to me and goes, "Yo, who the fuck is this?" And I see a picture of him. I'm like,
God damn it.
Damn.
that's you being a cocksucker. He's like, "What?" I said, "I didn't want to see that shit, asshole." But yeah,
Does he know that you don't watch stuff like that? Like,
yeah, but
So, see,
he didn't know.
Tabs knows me. I usually watch maybe one trailer and then that's it. I don't want to know anything else about the movie.
Yeah.
But it was truthfully on that trailer, it would have been hard to like dodge any kind of bullets because afterwards everybody was just talking about the fact that they had a Red Hulk.
Yeah. It's in a lot of the material. Like the poster, I believe one of the main posters now has Red Hulk. So it's like it's so hard to miss that one.
Yeah, but I mean, I think they can do it. It's because Deadpool 3, Hugh Jackman alone pulling out the fucking heartstring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My man was acting his ass off. He was acting like the rent was due.
It was. He was trying to make sure he got that.
The rent was due, fam. And he like before we get into Deadpool.
He delivered.
Yeah. Are you guys? I'm sorry, Cap. Go ahead.
Well, no. Before we get into Deadpool, I actually had a question for you, Marvel Jesus. What? Because you weren't here for this.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on X-Men '97?
So
tell me you didn't watch it.
I haven't watched it as a whole. I've been watching pieces of X-Men '97. It's just, but I mean, from what I've heard and what I've read, X-Men '97 it's a 10, bro. The entire thing. I saw the tough parts with Gambit. I got to see that. I know what happened. I know what happened beginning to end. I just watched it like I would watch one episode, then 2 weeks later I watch one, and then. But no, X-Men '97 is incredible, and if we were to go on an animated route, I wouldn't be mad. But are we going to focus? Because after Secret Wars and everything, I think we're just going to get a lot of X-Men stuff. We're going to get a solid universe of X-Men, right? Do we link 97 to post Secret Wars?
If it's a multiverse,
I don't know. I think we're dead in the multiverse. I think they might want to start from fresh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we dead the multiverse after Secret Wars.
If Secret Wars is if it's killing multiverses, you can mention it. You could show it.
You know what I think is gonna happen post Secret Wars? It's gonna be a situation like the old Saturday morning cartoons, where like the X-Men world, Spider-Man world is kind of like
the same,
similar. They're just upstate. I think we're gonna start focusing on one universe moving forward after Secret Wars.
People forget in the late '80s, early '90s Spider-Man, you had X-Men in there.
Yeah.
And you had him visiting the Danger Room, and you had him training with the X-Men.
Everybody stopped by Spider-Man's crib. Everybody the Punisher, Blade,
X-Men, Avengers, Ghost Rider.
Everyone pulled up on Spider-Man. So that's what I think is gonna happen. Where we're just gonna have like this base Spider-Man X-Men world. I think the Avengers won't be an afterthought, but Avengers are just gonna be like, hey, they're over there. I really think we're gonna focus on X-Men solely after Secret Wars. But yeah, X-Men '97 is a 10. Did you guys? I know you guys like X-Men '97.
Yeah. Dude,
like this, you can't dislike some of the best thing that we've seen Marvel in the last couple of years. Like,
it was great. I mean, it was hard to get over the Gambit scenes. That's my boy Gambit, but
but what a way to go out though.
Yeah. But the reason I think that X-Men '97 was fucking fantastic is we interviewed the writers of the original X-Men cartoon, as we know, and we watched them sit there saying that they put in things that they hoped that we understood, that we were, come to grips on and all that shit. And then we watch X-Men 97 and it grew up with us.
Yeah.
Like it was, yes, it's still for kids, but it was also like, hey, I remember you 30-something-year-old, 40-something-year-old.
Yeah.
I know you were there at the beginning.
And
This
they
is
didn't
for you
fuck
as well.
around.
Like,
So you want to see something crazy? I never opened it.
Oh shit.
I have it closed. I don't want to open it. I don't want to open it. Look, sealed still, bro.
And
I don't want to. I don't want to open it. I don't.
It's funny because Toe gave me one of those, and I have it in the same plastic I would put a comic book in.
And you guys could try this address. I don't live here no more. It's all good. You could go see whoever you want over there.
But,
yo, Ray, use that address for your child support.
What? We'll talk about that off stream.
Oh yeah, Ray got 256 kids. No, he got like how was he? A 496?
We'll talk about
that.
No.
Yo, John, we're not talking about your kid. We're talking about Ray's 397 baby.
Okay.
He's a deadbeat dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
That's not true. He loves at least 4 of them.
It's 397.
That's because they know where he lives. I got one question before we go into that.
Real quick. Do we show any love for the Cyclops redemption arc that that is X-Men 97?
Yeah.
Okay. I know Le hates it.
No,
yeah.
I got late to listen to me saying it.
Yeah.
I didn't say I got him to like it, but he got me. I got him to listen to me saying it.
Good.
He's like, he's still a bitch ass.
I mean,
Let's still hate him.
The first time where he like drops down on the beam, I was like, yes. And see, that's the kind of shit that there was a lot of like restrictions when you made cartoons back then.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't have these restrictions anymore, right? Like seeing him land with the beam, I've never seen him use his beam like that. My man, like, dropped out of the sky, no problem, no parachute, nothing, and landed with. I was like, come on, man, how is this not the coolest shit ever?
I mean, they did have it in a couple of the comics.
Well, yeah, of course, but I'm talking about like cartoon.
Yeah,
everybody.
But
like,
that's the thing. A lot of people remember Cyclops from the 1990s cartoon.
From the cartoon, yeah,
right. And they're like, oh, he was a bitch in the cartoons, and I'm like, yo, you guys never see him go crazy. In the comics.
That's what I'm saying.
Like he goes crazy in the comics.
The redemption arc is crazy.
And the way that he was dodging shit with the beam also.
Hell yeah. No,
he was using that to fucking like almost skate around.
Animation was crazy.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that Castlevania animation. Animation was great.
It did.
Fight scenes were amazing. Story was amazing. Magneto and Rogue was like, oh, to my heart. Like, yeah. Like I followed it very sporadically. Like I would watch one episode, a month later watch another, like that kind of shit. But I mean, what else is there to say about X-Men 97? Shit was perfection. Literal perfection.
It was.
The only thing to say is the name's Gambit. Remember that.
Yo.
And bro, there's no excuse anymore for bad storytelling and
after that
anything.
episode. It took me at least 2 weeks to watch another episode. I was hurt.
Yeah.
I was hurt.
The internet mourned together.
Yet now, how you gonna feel when Sinister, got him trapped in an island and he Gambit's a slave? Nah, I'm fucking with you.
He got pruned.
Yeah, but so all right, we had this discussion before, but I was talking about this with one of the guys at work, and it was about certain characters cannot be gender swapped. Not gender swapped. I'm sorry, race swapped.
Okay.
And I was saying
Magneto.
Magneto was definitely one of them.
Storm.
Panther. Yeah. And like Blue Marvel, because these characters are based off of their history.
Their race.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like he made an argument saying that Magneto and Professor X are Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I'm saying true, but Magneto is a Jewish person from the Holocaust.
Yes.
if you need someone to be Magneto and represent you, why can't they have a similar character with different powers from the slave trade that hates white people? Him and Magneto have the same ideals on how they hate these people, but he would never work with Magneto because of that one similar thing. You know what I'm saying? Like why not create somebody like that?
So I remember we brought this up a long time ago, and Cap said, Cap was like, I get it, but if you want to race swap Magneto, there's ways to do it. And I was like, no, impossible, no. I'm a little bit more calm on that now. I feel like there's certain ways that you can do. Obviously, I mean, if you want to just forego the whole Holocaust thing, I mean, it's such a big part of his person, of who he is. And
Yeah, but
it's a touchy subject. But like, I don't know if you want to touch that. Is where I'm going. I don't know if you want to take it there. Do you want to take it there with everything that's going on? Do you want to try that?
Because my argument to him was Captain America was black, but Steve Rogers wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And that's perfectly fine.
Someone who took over the mantle, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because that's my thing. Like, you can't have. Well, you could have a black guy go beat up Hitler, but at that time he was everything that Hitler thought was perfect.
Yeah,
going to fuck him up. They did that on purpose. You know, Blue Marvel. A white guy's not gonna be able to. A white guy's not gonna take that racism. Like, it's not gonna fit with all the shit that happened when they found out he was black.
Give me 1 second, bro. I'm getting a fucking weird phone call. Give me a sec.
All right,
my bad.
That's all good. I'm just gonna mute you so that way. But you know, like you can't make Blue Marvel white. Not with his experience.
Yeah.
You know, like he has to be a black man. Like you can make other characters other things, like Reed Richards. He doesn't have to be white.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know, Doom, as Cap said it, is from Latveria. I don't know who lives in Latveria, but
mostly white. It's Eastern European.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's where he's from. That's the people he protects. That's what he reps. Cyclops is just a dude shooting beams out. I told myself I had no problem with Johnny Storm being black. What I had a problem with was Sue Storm being white.
Yeah, I was about to say you got to make both of them because they're brother.
Yeah, they're brother and sister.
Yeah.
Because
the thing is, do one, you gotta do both.
Yeah,
make it all make sense.
Because now you stretching with they're adopted and all that other shit. Because it's like, wait a minute, you're telling me you adopted a genius and raised a genius and sent them both to fucking the genius school and you know what I'm saying? Like, wait something, but hold up. Now you're pushing a little bit. You know?
Yeah, just un poquito.
Yeah, I don't know how you feel about that, Cap. And Hoach.
Just race swapping in general or specific characters?
Both. Both, because it's hard for me to say with specific characters, but also in both, because why not have a character with a strong background? They didn't race swap Spider-Man. They made a Puerto Rican black Spider-Man.
Yeah. So I'm 50-50 on it because certain characters need to stay the way they are, as we discussed. Although in this conversation, I just did think of a way to make a black Magneto. If it wasn't my original way, then a brand new way to make a black Magneto. But certain characters like Camille Nanjiani being Booster Gold, that I'm okay with, because the thing with Booster Gold is he's a dude from the future who's a bullshitter. He just got tech and he knows what the fuck's happened because he studied what happened in the past, and he's bullshitting his way through being a hero. That is more personality and action than a specific race or something. And Camille is if you ever watch him in this thing, he's perfect at being the fucking bullshit artist.
Yeah.
I think that casting makes perfect sense for the character.
The Bronx is popping right now, huh?
No, it's Hodge.
Oh, that's Hodge.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that was somebody in my fucking building going up to the roof. Asshole.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so
For some reason, I thought that was gonna be show. I was like, damn, what is happening out there?
I muted show to make sure it wasn't him, but it
Yeah.
was.
I mean, if it was show, that mean he getting pulled over.
Yeah,
The
fact.
word.
yeah, just remember, hands up out of the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for real.
So the whole race swapping thing, is it more advantageous and better in the long run for people who haven't seen themselves in comics to get their own characters and their own stories? Yeah, because then they have something that they have from the grassroots that they can fall in love with that's theirs. Can certain characters be race swap? Yeah. Can certain characters not be race swap or should not be race swap? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Steve Rogers should not be race swap. But if you want to jump it from, but if you want to take Steve Rogers out of it and just go straight from Isaiah Bradley to Sam Wilson, all right, that's an option you can do. I mean, it's a crazy option, but that's an option that's there.
Yeah.
And again, if done correctly, it can be, you can get away with it. But why? I don't understand this obsession with I'm going to call it what it is. The laziness of not wanting to come up with a new character, just taking one that already exists and changing it. And I know coming up with a new character is hard. Coming up with a new idea is hard. Trying to sell it to fans is hard. Fandoms, which everybody knows I'm not for, are some of the hardest things to crack and break
toxic.
into. And sometimes it seems like they're never happy, even if something's good. I know a bunch of people who don't like Andor because there's no lightsabers in it. It's like stupid. It's a good fucking show. Anyway,
great show. And this is coming from a big Star Wars fan. It's a great show.
So
I feel like there should be a bitch. One of those sentences. This is a great show, bitch. Yeah.
So the whole thing is we gotta push more. We gotta push more for creators, not only to have the courage to take the stride to make new characters, but we gotta ask fans also to have the courage to give the space for new characters to
100%. 100%.
Because everybody didn't want more people added to the Green Lantern Corps, and then we got Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz, I believe, a Spanish woman and a Muslim dude. And now they're some of the favorite fucking characters that Green Lantern has.
Yep.
Because the fans allowed the space for them to grow and the characters, the writers to find that character and flesh them out. And now they're some of the biggest fucking Green Lanterns.
But also like everyone's kind of like, what's the term I'm looking for? Everyone's like kind of necessity to have these characters be their own. It's like, oh, this is who I grew up with. This is what it needs to be. It's like, also, no. Like, for example, I see, all of the Fantastic Four shit is starting to leak. I'm not watching that trailer until it's a actual trailer, though.
Right.
I'm not watching that off the phone shit. Sorry. But, like, I see everyone saying, this horrible casting. And it's like, you're literally just saying that because Pedro Pascal's not white.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? It's the only reason you're saying it. If it was a white guy there, then good. Everything is good. And obviously people still have their feelings about the MCU and Marvel and how shit's gonna, everything now Marvel's gonna fail. Like everything moving forward is gonna fail. But you're only mad that Pedro Pascal is Reed Richards. If it was any other white guy, you would be like, hey, man, let's see first. But because of that, so it's like at the end of the day, look, here's the thing. It's hard to tell whether diversity castings are sincere or not. It's hard to judge that. Like, we don't know what happens inside to judge that. What I'm saying is that they're like, people were like, oh, they just did that because they're the diverse role. And it's like, well, what if they just crushed it in the audition? Is that not possible? Can the black and brown people just not crush it?
Yeah.
Can they just not? It's just like, nope, it's impossible for them to crush it over the white guy. Put the white guy. Put the white girl. They can't. So it's like, it's hard for us to know that, but this world that we live in, people just automatically go to what they go to. What I'm saying is, I don't have a problem with gender swaps and racial swaps. I don't have a problem with any of that. But some people can smell the bullshit, some people can smell the laziness, and some people could just smell when it's like an actual thing, right? And it's just, we all need to chill about how quick we react to it, because you never know what's going to happen. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like, people are still tripping about Black Little Mermaid. Like, they did a Black Cinderella 20 years ago and everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. People talk about how Brandy killed it.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Like, we're talking about fictional characters here, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we don't know how they're hiring these people. And my whole thing is, I'm at this camp with it. It's like, at this point, doing the diversity hire is gonna get you. You're dead on arrival for doing this shit. Now, the woke mob is crazy. I think it's ridiculous what they've done with the word woke, though. It upsets me so much. Y'all took that from us. Y'all let the white people run with that. Because there's a lot of brown and black folk doing that woke shit, and you let the white people run with that word. That was our word. That meant something completely different than what it does now. Y'all let white folk run with that, whatever. But it's just a matter, it's like the woke mob, just like chill. Like, right, just chill. Like, it's okay. Some of these things are good. Sometimes they work. Sometimes they don't. Like, let's just chill. Like, who cares? Like, as long as it's done correctly, and as long as, like, you don't always think the worst about it. Like, if you do this, like, you're basically dead on arrival now. Doing the woke shit, because I don't believe in using that term, it's so stupid. But you doing the woke shit, like, bro, like, they're not gonna fuck with your shit. So the fact that they still do it, knowing the backlash, that just, to me, makes it seem even more sincere sometimes. Because if, like, you could just go with the white person, or go with the comic accurate or character accurate or whatever. You know, put the white guy there. Don't put the female lead. Do things exactly how the internet wants so that you can prosper. But no, they still want to tell these stories the way that they're telling them, even though they know the backlash. That, to me, makes it seem more sincere.
Yeah, that's when it's genuine instead of just, well, we could just do this to go with the norm. But it's like, no, let's also go with what's going to be best for the film as a whole.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, when you hear people say, oh, you're just doing the diversity hire. It's like, what if the diverse person was the one that killed it?
Yeah, they were the actual better hire here.
It reminds me of J-Lo doing Selena. I'll never forget this. When I was a big Selena fan as a kid, still a Selena fan. I remember Univision, Channel 41, on the news, they were talking, there was, thousands of girls lined up to be Selena. And then they picked J-Lo. And they were like, oh, she's Puerto Rican. She's not even South American. What is this? This is crazy. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, well, J-Lo has acting experience. J-Lo has singing experience. J-Lo's done this. We can make her look like Selena. That's nothing a little makeup can't fix. We're working with a professional, Angelina from down the block that looks just like J-Lo probably ain't never sang a day in her life. Probably ain't never acted a day in her life. I'm saying, so just because the diversity hire got chosen doesn't mean that they're not qualified.
Yeah.
They probably went in there and just destroyed the audition, and they said, "Look, we're probably gonna get flamed for this, but you did such a great job. Fuck it, get on." Like, why can't it ever be that? Why is it always the opposite? That's my point.
I got a question for you guys as the token white guy on here. This is a sincere question because I understand the need for representation, and I understand that somebody who looks like me has been represented as many fucking times as you could fucking count.
Yeah.
Like, this entire shirt, with the exception of one black dude and one blue dude, is a bunch of dudes who might as well have white skin and blue eyes.
Yeah.
So I get seeing myself on the screen physically. All right? But here's my question to you guys. If you connect with a certain character based on their core values, based on how they handle situations, based on you like either their aesthetic or their background or something that they have is similar to what you have, is that not also seeing yourself up on screen?
Yeah.
For sure, 100%. But you add on top of that you look like me too, and that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Saying, like, that's the icing on the cake. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I play video games where I don't like most of the characters that I like identify with, and like my heroes are fucking Japanese guys, right?
Right.
So I get where you're coming from, but would I love to see some Dominican characters do their thing? Yeah, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You know what's real quick. The funny thing is, we all sat here and felt that way about Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
We all sat here, saw that show about the Indian culture. Sorry. And we was like, we all have that aunt that's nosy.
Yeah.
We all got that overbearing mother.
Yeah.
We got the father that's there. We got the sibling and all that. Their culture, even though the food and everything's different, they treat each other the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And we felt like it was home.
Mm-hmm.
It represented the way that our family treats us.
I'm mad that went over so many people's heads.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, so I could see that. And not for nothing, when someone's struggling the same way you're struggling, it don't matter what color they are, you already identify with.
For sure.
You know?
Like, that's cool. Like, I get what both of you are saying, and Cap, you're absolutely right. You don't need to look like me for me to identify with you. But if I identify with you, and on top of that, you look like me, it just damn.
No, it's true, because in wrestling, and Hoach could attest to this, when we see Hulk Hogan or Cena or Stone Cold win the title, we love them because we back them. But when Rey Mysterio won the title, it was a different story. When Eddie Guerrero won the title, it was something different.
Yeah.
It was magical for us.
We all raza at that point.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
Someone made it.
Yeah, we all raza at that point.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things.
So this is why I bring up this question here. Because trust me, I understand that side. But I'm going to explain myself a little bit better here. I'm talking about in terms of specifically like changing the race of a character, or for this specific example, somebody in the LGBTQ community, right? Instead of making a character that represents that community, building them out, and this is, like I said, the grassroots character.
Right.
The necessity to be like, oh, well, make Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes gay so that they can have a relationship. Why is there a necessity to make them you if you already connect with them so much? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
Why make the person you connect with you and not push to see, you know what I mean?
For me personally, I wouldn't connect with that. Like, let's say they made Captain America Spanish, I wouldn't like if it was Steve Rogers that was Spanish. I wouldn't sit here and go, "We got ourselves a Puerto Rican hero."
Well, first of all, he
I
wouldn't
would,
be called Steve.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But like, yeah, like
Juanito
I
Rogers.
wouldn't,
He'd
like
be
I
called
wouldn't,
Steven.
yeah.
Steven.
You know, I wouldn't connect with it because I know Steve Rogers from the comic.
Right.
But we connect with Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I prefer do something new.
Yeah, that's what
And
I'm saying.
and little message for everybody around the world. If they make someone that identifies with you and you're so hell bent on having someone identify with you, back the character up. Because a lot of the people that they make that diverse character, it's hated.
Yeah. What
You
I'm
know.
what I'm saying is that both of those things could be right.
No, it could be. It
You know
could
what I'm
be.
saying? So like that's
Like
what
it-
I mean. Like yeah, like you
Pedro
know,
Pascal is this, you know, he's the Mandalorian.
That's what I'm
There's no race in Star Wars, but we're like, yo, we got a Spanish man in Star Wars.
that's
You
what
know?
I'm saying, right? We have that.
So
But
what's
then,
up?
like,
You not good with Jimmy Smits?
First off, we're talking about the new shit. All right?
I
Jimmy
understood
Smits
that
is rich.
reference.
Jimmy Smits is rich. We can't identify with him.
And I get where you're coming from. Like for example, you know, great example, making Steve Rogers Latino. Like you don't need to do that, but seeing a Latino person tackle Steve Rogers, which maybe Steve Rogers is not the best example because Steve Rogers like stands for like America, right? So
America.
but it would be fun to see it. Like to me, you don't have to do it, but I do like seeing people have fun with that kind of stuff because it's like you know we come from a time where it's only white people. Like for example, you know the original Joker in the Adam West Batman. That guy's Cuban.
Yeah.
That opened the door to a lot of shit. The Ricky Ricardos,
but
that's cool. You know,
but he played the Joker and not a Cubano Joker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
but
I would have no problem
that's what I'm
if
saying.
a Spanish man played Steve Rogers and it wasn't. This is Yo Soy Boricua.
Nah. So
with
that's
the, with
okay.
the, with the shield.
Okay, so that's different because I meant to as a Spanish person playing the role as the role.
Okay, no. If you could do it, you could do it.
But now to have Steve Rogers come out, nah. That would piss me off.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like Camille and Johnny as Booster Gold, perfect sense. But what I was talking about, it was like now you have now you have this person who sole identity becomes, hey, he's specifically this group of people. When before that's not what the character was. The character was just a character.
I wouldn't like that. Like if you bring a Spanish person and you have fucking Steve Rogers go home to arroz, gandules, and chuleta, like nah. If you don't give that man a fucking green bean casserole, I'm gonna be upset. I mean, mad. No, sure.
Come on. That would it be the biggest stretch? Because why not? The Latinos, the one that wants the American dream. Why not?
But you know who did that the best?
Facts though.
Facts.
It could work.
You know who did that the best? Transformers.
Yeah.
When they had the Transformer from the Spanish.
Yo.
Oye, where you from? Cybertron.
Yeah.
He just had the accent because he's from there. Cybertron.
That's cool. Like that's like but like having Steve Rogers just act, and I guess that's what the now LGBTQ is different because that's not a race, you know. That's a person that you can be, and you know these are people that for the longest have had talent, have been able to draw stuff and never get the talent, been able to voice stuff and recognition. Have been able to voice stuff and never get the recognition. So that's different. If you want to take a character and give us a different spin on it, that maybe, you know, themselves inside the person, not the race, you know, nothing like that, but like maybe they're a little different in terms of their preference. I hear you. That's just not gonna bother me. But to make make someone like more Spanish, like make Steve Rogers Spanish will piss me off. But you can make Steve Rogers gay, and I'm like, whatever. Who cares?
I'm gonna reiterate this because I don't want to. I don't want to be misconstrued.
You don't want to get canceled.
Fuck cancel. What are you gonna cancel? I'm not on social media. Fuck off. I don't give a shit. Fuck Trump and all of his fucking supporters. I don't care.
Wait a minute.
Yo, on that note, fuck Kamala Harris too, or no fucking doing ass. I don't give a shit.
I mean, you're not wrong.
My thing is, right? Like I said, I bring up Camille Nanjiani because he's just going to be the bullshitting guy, the con artist, who's trying to play hero. Again, like I said, that's Booster Gold. My problem with all these I want to see myself on the screen shits is when yourself is the only characteristic that this character is required to have.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So, like, if Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes were now a gay couple, my fear is not that they're gay, is that we're no longer worried about what they stand for. The only thing that matters is that they're gay.
Yeah. You can't make it that.
And, yo, the LGBT community is full of people.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with what letter they are in there.
Yeah.
They're fucking three-dimensional people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So to just draw on, hey, let's make Magneto black, and the only thing that his character is he's black. That's the fucking problem.
And that's the nuance you always talk about. Like, you know, it doesn't have to just be for example, you turn Steve Rogers and Bucky into a gay couple. It's not only about just making them gay. Like, you know, gay people have a lot of other characteristics other than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just, it doesn't have to be, yeah, I get what you're saying. 1,000,000%. And look, Leon says the same thing. A black Batman would be cool. I wouldn't mind that. But if you haven't played the character naturally without mentioning the fact that he's black, yeah, exactly. Like, it doesn't have to be just about that.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be like a Steve Rogers played by a Hispanic person. Like, if Pedro Pascal, right, comes out as Reed Richards and he's like, yeah, where's the tacos? Yeah, I'm going to be upset. I'll be upset. That is not cool.
I actually saw a little bit of the leaked,
and I know he's not Mexican, y'all. I know he's not Mexican. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's proper Spanish. Goddamn,
he's just Chilean. Like, if he comes out with some Chilean empanadas and shit, like.
The funny thing is, like, American accent, like, especially when they did, like.
So look at him. He did Joel.
Yeah,
right. He did Joel, and he did Joel great. Yeah. And Joel is an American Texas dude.
I gotta say something, because when we first heard that Pedro Pascal was gonna be Reed Richards, I was like, that dude is too suave to be that fucking guy.
Yeah.
And then I saw the leaked footage and I saw the video, and I have to apologize because he does fit the role of like a nerdy fucking
Neil
deGrasse Tyson.
The science guy?
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
No, not Neil deGrasse Tyson. Bill Nye. Yeah. Bill Nye. He fit that role.
That's racist. We said that because Neil's black. You see that? That's fucked up.
No, because when somebody wants to talk about somebody smart, he's from the Bronx, and that's the first person.
Okay, I hear that.
Yeah,
that's another thing that I identify with, that represents. You know what I'm saying? Like someone from the Bronx doing shit. Yo, Hutch hates the Bronx. Every time I mention, he throws some shit around.
Yo, Hutch, you good, my guy?
The fucking Bronx again?
I mean, it's better than mentioning the Brooklyn.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah,
why you?
So Mr. Loki said they made Batwing black Batman sidekick and had a black Batman and put him in a different city. Yeah, that's cool. Like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But like, you know,
that was if you make shows that broke.
Like, if you make, like, for example, that's why Miles Morales works and not Black Peter Parker, right? Because if you make Black Peter Parker and you make his mama Puerto Rican, his daddy black, and you talk about the Hispanic and African American experience from Peter Parker's, like, wait a minute. Like you don't want to see Peter Parker, Black Peter Parker, talking about fucking you know, alcapurrias and shit. Like, no. That's why it works with Miles Morales. So yeah,
I tell you right now,
I'm with
though,
that. I'm with that.
I tell you right now, if Peter Parker was black, that would definitely go further to explain why he's so infatuated with every Marvel chick with a big ass.
Yeah, yo,
Yeah,
facts.
you're right. You're right.
Respect. Yo, Mr. Loki, if they do that, I will lose my shit. I will lose my shit. Even if it's just like maybe like a rendition of it in the back, like when they first introduce him. Oh, that'd be so cool. All caps by MF Doom. That'd be amazing.
Oh,
Anyways.
that's a song?
Yeah.
Yo, I read that and I was like, he should come out and face all caps,
Yeah,
like all Captain Americas.
the
I
song
thought
is
they meant
called-
like
the song
his
is
name
called-
should be in all caps.
The song is called All Caps. MF Doom is like a group of hip hop. They like do soulful hip hop.
Yeah, like I said, white guy.
It's Mad Villain, and I forget the other guy's name. Mad Villain used to wear like the Doom mask.
The only
am I mistaken? I'm pretty sure I'm.
No, you good. You go with that.
Yeah.
The only hip hop I've heard in the last 6 months is a group called Coast Contra.
Oh,
Which is-
yeah,
they're
but,
fucking awesome.
they different though. Coast Contra is crazy.
Yeah.
They really embracing that 90s shit. Yeah, they're really embracing
According to
that
Cruz,
90s.
ain't we done with the 90s?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
hey, to be fair, I feel that. I feel like a lot of us are stuck in the 90s and
You know-
don't ever want to let go.
You know what's funny? I was gonna save this for tomorrow because we do the sports tomorrow, but we're gonna touch upon this, Hodge. But I think we have no choice but to. They changed the game so much that we can never get back to the 90s. The way that they raise
you
these
missed
players.
you missed the 90s because it had to finish. Like we had
Well,
to
no,
progress and move forward. That's why you missed it.
But the standards we live by ain't the standards that these people live by, and sometimes it feels like their standards are less.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people compare. It was like, yo, bro.
Yeah, you know,
But
because
you know,
back in the 90s, I could call somebody a bitch ass nigga and not have them cry.
yeah, we fight, we throw hands or we shake hands.
Or you just had access to the people around you. And now in today's world, we have access to the entire world on our phones. We didn't know how other people would react. We knew how our circles would react, the people we worked with, the people in our neighborhoods. Now we see how the entire world reacts to shit.
Yeah.
I feel like, for example, right? Excuse me. People forget about the George Carlins and the Andrew Dice Clays.
Yeah.
Like they were cancelable back then. People, yo, bro, you could not buy the 7 Dirty Words from George Carlin. I think it was like his comedy special. You could buy it on like cassette. You couldn't. Your parents weren't gonna let you play that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's just now what happens is we have social media and a bunch of people can gravitate towards one thought. Like one person could say something and 10,000 people will agree. And now that seems strong, but in the grand scheme, the spectrum of the world, 10,000 people is not a lot of people, but it just looks like that, right?
Yeah,
So
just,
I guess what it is, like, I feel like it's just a lot of the way people think and the way the world works. I feel like it's always been like this. It's just now we have a personal look into it.
Yep.
Our grasp didn't go further than our jobs. Think about it. Think about like, or our parents. Like it was either the family that came over, the family's house that we went to, or people at the job.
Yeah, it was
You
your
weren't really-
vicinity in a sense. That's
You weren't interacting with strangers online.
There's that comedian who was talking about dating. It was like, you used to only have to worry about the 1 or 2 Toms in your town. Now you got to worry about every Tom and name Tom around the world.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's a broad look now, and we see it. We have social media, we have the Twitters, we have the X's, we have Instagrams, we have all of that. Well, good. Stay off of that shit, Cap.
Yo, Cap,
Stay
you're
off.
a lucky motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
I was like,
It's been liberating as hell to delete my Instagram. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I do have another Instagram that I use, like a personal, like more like a
Your
arts
OnlyFans?
for like. I'm not that good looking anymore. but like it's like some art shit that I do, and so it's cool. But like it's fun not like seeing everybody just talk about politics and you know what I'm saying, and just everyone fucking crying all the time. I feel like we've always been a nation of complainers. It's just that we could see it now. Like think about it, right? Remember back in the day, you'd go to the barbershop, you were 13 years old, 14 years old, you go to the barbershop, and all the old men in there were just talking about politics. Yeah, now you could do that through your phone with the entire world.
Yeah.
You can't see how that makes people crazy.
Yeah.
It made them crazy in the barbershop. Now you just can't, like, people average 8 hours on their phone. And I know you're not talking that much. I know you're not texting that much. Most of that shit is on social media, and you're just reading other people's thoughts and shit like that. And that shit fucks with you, man.
Yeah, to be honest with you, 6 of those 8 hours is porn.
Well, don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself.
And one of those other 2 remaining hours is him checking up on Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
word.
Oh my God.
Still getting updates, man. Still getting updates.
All right, but you know what though?
No, but yeah, let's get to Deadpool.
Okay, so is it time? Is it time? Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Which sound for?
Okay. Hey, no, gotta go here.
Kick it off.
It is time for the main event discussion of the episode as we break down Deadpool and Wolverine.
God, hello, it's me, Margaret.
Yes, my child.
This is Marvel Jesus talking to all of you on the podcast. Welcome back, Cabs. Welcome back.
Marvel Jesus is here. Damn, Ray, that voice is scary as fuck, man.
Yeah, this is what happens. You leave Cabs, I get a little more money and buy this. So
I see that.
I have a towel.
Yeah, he got his promoter shirt on.
He took over the rich guy role. So you're not worried about that.
You know what it is? He was able to afford that because all his baby mamas got together and gave him a gift.
Child support when you don't have to pay it. Leaves everything open.
You got child support in reverse. So much kids they give him
father
money.
support.
So, Deadpool, Wolverine.
Oh,
yo! First of all, since we're getting into it, best intro into
I'm sorry, like we're just,
ever.
It's up there. It's top 5.
I would go back to the movies just to see the intro.
Yeah, facts.
Ba, ba, ba.
That intro has been in my head rent free. I cannot stop thinking about it. The internet cannot stop talking about it. It's the reason I'm here is because I text Toe and I said, now that's a fucking intro.
Yes. And I told him, I said, if that was him dancing,
the dance moves,
it wasn't.
If that was Ryan Reynolds dancing,
because he was doing the dance.
Yo, if that was Ryan Reynolds dancing, I think I would have bought a ticket to wherever the fuck he lives and fucked him up. Because no, you can't have everything.
Yeah, you can't be. Yeah, you can't be that good. Yeah.
Focus. That's how mad he was.
You can't be that good. You can't be that good at everything.
You can't have everything. Fuck that.
You know
can't dance, motherfucker. I won't allow it.
You can't have money, be good looking, and be able to do the dance.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit.
You know what's hilarious? Is it might seem innocuous that he picked that song.
Oh, the meaning there is great.
Yo, but if you hear the lyrics,
you
may hate me, but it ain't no lie.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
He's dead. We're not picking him back up.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And you can look into it like as a Fox thing, you know, him coming over to the MCU. There's so much symbolism to that song. It's just a very Deadpool song to choose.
You know what I took it as? We wasn't done with the 90s entirely.
We're still in the 90s. We brought
look at what year that song came out. Because
I know it was the 2000s, but the 90s babies.
That's a 2000 song by 90s people. You know?
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, man. Great. One of the greatest intro to a movie ever.
That was amazing.
My favorite part of that intro is when he put the claws on.
Yeah.
And he got stuck.
Yeah.
And you come to the realization that, it's not you just have claws in your
Yeah.
grip. Logan knows how to use these claws.
Yeah.
He just don't just automatically mean
He
you're
goes,
good.
I stabbed myself.
My man is like,
Yo, that was great. When he stabbed himself, it's like, you know what? That would be all of us. If they gave us Wolverine claws, we would accidentally
like legitimate Wolverine claws, we'd be in trouble.
Yeah, like nunchucks.
It's funny when he takes the bone and stabs the guy in the dick, and he like goes.
Yeah.
So it's funny because this is the tale of two different movies here, right? Like this is one of the most divisive Marvel movies of all time because this is why I go to the theaters. Nowadays, I only go to theaters for comedies and superhero movies.
Yep.
I don't want to Oppenheimer. I don't want to pay you $20 to Oppenheimer. I don't want to eat popcorn while I see, some sad shit. I don't want that. I want a fun experience. This movie is just 10 out of 10 fun. Yeah. This is amazingly fun, but in the grand scheme of the MCU, this movie was fucking ridiculous. It was so crazy. Yeah. It was like, the plot armor was Kevlar thick, bro. Like, you just pull some shit out the TVA's ass, and you're over here, you're over there. Like, they're like, we don't care about plot holes. We don't care about this multiverse shit. We're just gonna have a good old Deadpool time.
Facts.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Almost every other time.
Basically, yeah, it was every other second. We're doing the minute that he fucking starts to like, wait, so we're getting our cameos?
Yeah. Like like this movie, like just enjoy the ride,
Yo, Cabs, I'm so glad that you're here because a while back I said that I didn't like Spider-Man No Way Home because I brought all my knowledge of shit into the movie and it fucked it up.
I respect you. I respected you for that, though.
This movie, I brought all my knowledge of shit and it made this movie 10 million times better.
Oh, explain that, please.
So, when he goes to visit all the Wolverines, I popped so many times. Dude, the Age of Apocalypse, I could see Vin was like, yo, what the fuck are you popping at? I was like, it's look. He had no idea. Until I said it, until they showed it more, because it was a little obscure if you don't know. When
I didn't know that.
On the cross.
Yes, and he said it too.
I don't know.
He's like, we don't need you right now. This is not what I'm going for. I said, I was the only one in the theater that reacted to that. I said, oh my God.
Yo, seeing him in the brown and yellow.
Oh my God.
And he goes, you just saw Hulk.
With the Hulk fight.
Yeah.
Like, every little bit of knowledge that I do have was rewarded for having that knowledge.
Yeah, because it just connected quick.
Well, I think
especially
Ryan Reynolds was like, "Yo, I'm a comic book geek. I'm gonna give you guys all the references.
Yeah, this was fan service
when it comes to Wolverine, because I'm sitting there like, I remember that. Oh shit, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, and meanwhile, like you said, I was in the movie theaters. I was by myself, but I mean, like I was surrounded by people, but I didn't have anybody that I know with next to me, and I'm hearing everybody else around me going, "What's that?
Yeah,
and what's that?" And I'm like, "Oh, you idiots! If you only knew, it would make the movie that much better."
Yeah,
and they also gave us Henry fucking Cavill as Wolverine.
And you know what's crazy? I saw him do the and I was the only one that reacted to that. Yeah,
I didn't see it.
I saw that immediately.
Again, it's one of the things I popped for.
You know what's crazy, right?
I was looking at his face.
Of course, I couldn't look away.
Because I was like, yo, Hugh Jackman got huge for this one, and then they saw. I was like, that's not him. That's
I thought. So, because if you remember correctly, they show the back of him first, and
Yes.
Deadpool's walking slow. Then they cut to other Wolverines, and then they come back to the Wolverine. So I thought it was Daniel Radcliffe. I didn't like before he turned. I thought it was the whole meme about Harry Potter and him being him.
Yeah.
But they did the other meme, which is the other thing that was going around, which is Henry Cavill. And I love how Deadpool is like, oh, this just feels right. It's like, it does. It does feel right.
You so much better than the other. Yo, that was great.
The one thing that I will say.
Nah, it's all good, bro, Anthony. We could still get the Wolverine out there. Sorry.
We could.
The one thing I will say that was a little bit of a fucking bummer was the comic book accurate Wolverine.
You weren't a fan.
I was like, yo,
it wasn't that comic book accurate.
Well, he got a little bit shorter.
He was just short. He was just short, but he was short and like skinny. Like you could make him short, and you know.
But I'll tell you right now, because when he came up, I initially popped, right, and then you can ask Toe. I'm 5'4". I've never ever made an issue about my height. I don't give a fuck. That's the first time I ever saw something on screen, and I went, "Oh, the fucking midget looks ridiculous.
He looks so stupid.
He looks so fucking dumb."
Meanwhile,
he says it. He was like, "Oh yeah, look, your little comic accurate Wolverine." There you go.
Meanwhile, Tom Cruise is like 4 inches bigger than that.
Yeah.
And he has no problem being on screen.
I do believe wholeheartedly though that if they got an actual person who was that height, it would look better than having
because that was ridiculous.
They literally shrunk a person down, like the symmetry, the angles, like the composition of the body was shrunken down. It was made to not look good.
That was She-Hulk level CGI.
It was not good. Yeah, it was not good. It was not good. But like, I did enjoy all of the Wolverines. The Wolverine was amazing. Seeing the brown and yellow suit, and they look good too. I was like, man, I think the brown and yellow look better than the yellow and blue. I was like, fuck, it looks amazing, and it was fun to see that. And again, this is a romp. This is just a romp. This is just a fun freaking movie. Strap in, just have a good time. Shit didn't have to make sense. And if you didn't watch Loki, you were lost. And another thing, you know what I loved about this, and I'll let you go because there's a lot of people that I've been seeing online talking shit about like, oh, this was just cameo driven, which you're not wrong. But the amount of people who have joined Marvel with the MCU and skipped out on all of Fox, oh, they had a terrible time in the theater. They had a horrifying time in the theater.
Yo, this is like Endgame. If you're not a fan, this was the wrong time to jump in.
Yeah.
But not for nothing though. I mean, this was a fun movie, but when you say it didn't have to make sense, maybe because Deadpool and me hang out on the weekends, I followed. Besides the apocalypse and some of the references to Wolverine, I followed this movie completely. Like, there's a fucking gnat in here, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, every time.
At the same time talking.
Every time.
Yeah. So it's like they went and you sit there and you see Ryan Reynolds and he's like, all I wanted to do was matter. And it's more of he wanted to matter to us.
Get to that, Anthony.
You know what I'm saying? Because they made him a joke in Wolverine Origin.
Yep.
And then like he originally was Deadpool in the Blade movie.
Yeah.
But they didn't call him Deadpool in that. And then now he was Deadpool, and Fox sold the rights to MCU, and he's like, what are they gonna do? My origin has nothing to do with this shit. So now he's the first Foxer to come over and have his own movie MCU style, and now he matters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And all the other Fox movies come in and matter. And I don't know about you, but I sat there and I was like, someone wants to win an Academy Award for something, because that fucking scene inside the minivan with Hugh Jackman punching the fucking ceiling, I was like, there you go. Stay right there. That's where we need you. That's
Yeah.
where we need you.
That was
Right
emotive.
there.
That was.
By the way,
Yeah.
that minivan is brolic.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Honda
Yeah.
Odyssey sales shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
They
No,
didn't
the Odyssey
even
fucked
mention Odyssey. But
but even,
We are
Deadpool,
promoting
like
it.
you could see it through the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, bro. Like so the people that don't get Deadpool is what Wolverine did there. The people who don't get the jokes, or the people who are sick of it, people who don't like the fourth wall breaking, the people who don't like the dick jokes and all of the hey, we get it, man. You're cool. You're hip. You have all the comic references. You have all the pop culture references. We get it. That was what Wolverine did there.
Yeah.
And I think that was very important for everybody, even the people who do fuck with Deadpool. Like, you needed to understand that this is what he does to other people. And I feel like even if you weren't a fan of this movie, even if you were lost, that helped.
Yep.
Because it's like, okay, it's not just me that feels that lost and over this guy. I hate this guy. Why did I come see this? Well,
Wolverine feels the same way.
Wolverine feels the same way. Just give him a chance.
So, I'm gonna say something, because you brought up the plot and all that. We watched the last Star Wars show that was all about taking the heroes that were Jedi and tearing them down. Right? It seems like we've been tearing down heroes no matter. You look at the boys. They're supposed to be superheroes. Let's fucking tear them down. All this other shit that's going on. This was a movie where the plot of the movie was two guys that are the wrong guys learn that they are indeed capable of doing what is necessary to save lives, to save the world, to be the hero.
Facts.
And they didn't need to change drastically.
Nope.
They just needed to realize that if they just take their focus and channel it, that's what gets the job done. And it was just so fucking refreshing to see a celebration of Deadpool looking at Wolverine and going, dude, yeah, you fucked up here, but we know what hero you are. We know what the name
in my
means.
in my world, you're the shit, dude.
Yeah.
My world is literally dying because you're gone.
Yeah.
And
Like,
yo, that shit at the end.
You know, I'm sorry, but now that you mentioned it, when X-23, and I know I'm jumping a little ahead, but when X-23 comes out and he's like, yo, I'm not this guy that you think I am. And she goes, you were never the guy. I was like,
you were.
I was like, oh shit. She was
Yeah.
like, you were literally never the right guy.
Yo.
Yep.
But to see him, and I'm gonna jump around a little bit.
Please, yeah.
To see him go from I'm not that guy, kid, to looking at Cassandra Nova and going, let her go, because Charles wouldn't want me to kill you.
Yeah.
And finding that moment, that's the point of the movie.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the whole story of the movie. That was so fucking refreshing to be like, finally, we have legitimate people who second chance is warranted, second chance is earned, deserved, and we finally get to see them at their fucking best now.
And maybe I'm overthinking this, but did Hugh Jackman feel like a different Wolverine to you guys, or was he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a totally different. Like,
yeah.
I was like, yo, like everybody says that the moment in Logan that he died is meaningless now. I couldn't disagree more.
No.
That shit made it like
that was
the moment. That was the moment that helped this Wolverine be who he is.
Because
in my world, you gave yourself up fucking the most honorable way ever. Let's work on that.
You know what's crazy? if you think about it, I'm gonna call it the access point. The access point that turned Wolverine around in Logan and in Deadpool were very similar.
Yeah.
Because when the horses they got loose,
Yep.
somebody should help them. Somebody will come. We're already here. And he was like, "Oh, we're gonna help him." When it was the little kids that needed to be saved, he's there. He needs to help them, but he realizes that these kids are the ones that are gonna be the future. That they're, you know what I'm saying? Like that changed him to be the hero that he needed to be because he wasn't the guy.
Mm-hmm.
When she was talking shit about Xavier, and he turned around and said, Xavier wouldn't want me to kill you. But also, you know why I wear this fucking suit? Because I never wore it, and Scott and Jean wanted me to wear it. And now that they're fucking gone, I wear it to honor them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where he found where he is. Because he said it. He goes, I've seen many people die because I lived fucking 200 years.
Yeah.
That whole monologue was just him living in regret for not being the guy when he was supposed to be. So now he can be that guy.
I mean, the point where they're in his head, and she goes, "Oh, I can make all the voices quiet." And
He's like, nah. He's like, I need those voices. What are you talking about? Yeah, no, don't quiet them. I need that. That's, you know, I can't get over how good. Every time he had a monologue going or just talking or just getting into characters, just like, talk to me, Wolvie.
Yeah.
Talk to me, Logan.
And even I was like, damn, William Dafoe, eat your heart out. 'Cause I
Yeah.
usually give him the just best monologues in MCU.
You brought it up that Deadpool's reaction after Wolverine says everything, where Deadpool through the mask conveys his fucking disappointment in himself for hearing it and knowing it's true, and he just like, I'm gonna punch you now.
Yeah.
Even that. See, I'm a big fan of Leatherface, Michael Myers.
Yeah.
The ability of those actors to act through the mask that does not emote.
Yep.
And have limited motion to instill fear and other shit within you. And Leatherface sometimes fucking empathy. That's acting.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds had to do the same shit, fully masked the entire time.
And still give us that.
And still make you feel something and still pull out a performance that is nuanced and textured and layered and all that shit. That's good fucking acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a blast. Like, look, man, like, yeah, there was some TVA stuff going on here. You know, like, listen, I had a blast that whole movie, but I know there's people who are being a little bit more critical about it, and sure,
and cynical.
Be as cynical and critical as you want. I get it. There was some stuff happening here, but this was just a fun movie. Like, someone made a really good point where they were like, yo, this whole movie happened nowhere. Most of this movie happened in the void. And I'm like,
But shit don't happen in the void?
Like,
where did they want the movie to happen?
I'm okay with that. Like, that didn't bother me.
Yeah.
Didn't
That's
bother
the
me.
perfect place for this shit to happen.
That's what I'm saying.
For Blade and Gambit and them to show up so they don't affect.
Literally,
that's what I'm saying.
The Guardians of the Galaxy lived nowhere.
Yeah,
they lived in nowhere.
By the way, Anthony said they said that there was going to be a major cameo by an award-winning actor or actress that we didn't expect, who did it end up to be. So there was a few people that were in the Deadpool outfits. So Matthew McConaughey was the cowboy Deadpool.
Yep.
Right. His wife was Lady Deadpool.
Lady Deadpool was Blake.
Yep.
They had
Nathan Fillion was
Headpool.
Yep.
They had like a soccer player, which
from Rexington.
Yeah, which Ryan Reynolds has like stake into that team.
Yep.
So there were a lot of the big cameos. They were just in Deadpool outfits.
Yeah, and Tom Holland's brother was one of them too.
Tom Holland's brother was one of them too. Yeah,
but I think who Anthony is talking about is Peter Pool.
Yeah.
The Deadpool.
Peter Pool. Everything, man.
Yo,
That was,
Deadpool Prime. Deadpool
Yo,
Prime.
okay.
I don't know
I
about
would
you.
agree that
but I
he
think-
basically took over the Weasel role in a sense.
Yeah.
Like basically because of fucking TJ Miller being a dick. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna transition to Peter here. Cause yeah.
Dude, I don't know about you, but the best cameo that I never saw coming was whoever they got to play Nice Pool.
Yeah, man.
That's Gordon Reynolds.
Gordon
Reynolds.
Yo, he is top notch, man. Top notch.
Yo, I don't know where they got this guy, but that guy needs to be in more movies.
Nah, you know who's gonna get an Oscar for this film? Dogpool.
Oh yeah,
Dogpool's getting all the Oscars.
Everyone loves Dogpool.
She's winning everything.
Dogpool and Dance Pool.
So now that we're talking about cameos, Cabs, how did you feel when you saw him?
Yo, Blade was crazy.
Bro.
I was like,
I popped for that.
Yeah, I was like, yo, hold on. I thought these people didn't like each other. And he says it too. He's like, hey, you didn't like me this whole time. But Wesley Snipes has done a couple interviews now. He was like, yo, look, this has been a joke that we've had going on for decades. I never disliked them. We are friends. Like we're good.
Yeah.
But I don't know about that.
Made the joke in the film, like, I never liked you. Never did.
Real quick, Anthony, it was Blake Lively who was Lady Depp.
Lady Depp, Blake Lively.
Yeah,
it was never going to be Taylor Swift, they said. That was never even an option.
New rock stars has got to stop with their fucking obsession with it's Mephisto, it's Taylor Swift. How about you just back off a little bit?
I mean,
Eric
Voss.
Did you throw something when your man came out as Gambit?
So, I'm not going to lie. Because here's the thing. The Marvel Fox cinematic universe, there has been some stuff there. I've said it plenty times on here how I love X3 because of Beast. You know, I was a Days of Future Past fan. I know you guys hate that movie. Obviously, Blade 1 and 2 has been top tier.
Always, yeah.
We have always given love to the Fantastic Four, saying that, hey, this movie was a lot better than the newer one that came out. So, like, it was fun. Like, the Channing Tatum thing never happened, what was supposed to happen. I am not the biggest fan of the whole Gambit thing, but I still thought it was fun. It was cool. It was fun.
I just want to say one thing.
And if he gets his Gambit movie, cool. Like,
but you do know that we have every right to hate the idea of Channing Tatum being Gambit because that would have never been the Gambit we got. That would have never been the Gambit we got.
This kind of like with the same outfit.
The Cajun talking, all
that.
Yeah,
no.
We would have never been the Gambit we got.
I don't think he has that accent if they make that movie.
I gotta say,
not with Fox, because the original Gambit they made didn't have that fucking accent.
Yeah,
no,
it wasn't suave either.
When they announced that Channing Tatum was gonna be Gambit and get his own movie, much like Cabs, I was like, yo, fuck that. That's dumb. He's a shitty actor. I don't want it. Tell Magic Mike to go grind his hips on some old bitches. Get him the fuck out of here.
Right.
And then he showed up on screen.
Tell us how you feel.
Yo, he showed up on screen and he threw cards to everybody and he went, and now they go boom. And I went, oh my God, this is the perfect fucking person to play Gambit. I was wrong. I was fucking wrong.
Did you like the accent?
Did wants to go to Ryan Reynolds' house to tell him no, he can't dance as well. I want to find out where Channing Tatum lives and send him a fucking edible arrangements with arranging the words "I'm sorry."
Did you like the accent?
Yes,
it fits so well.
I like the accent, and I like the fact that even though I understood what he said, Deadpool was like, "Who's your dialect coach? The Minions?"
I
can't hear. I can't understand a word this fucking guy said.
I'm not gonna lie. So, when you say throwing cards at people, the fight choreography in this movie was fantastic.
Yes, it was.
Oh man.
Like, yo, every time there was an action scene, you know what's funny? Deadpool and Wolverine fighting each other is ridiculously stupid. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Well, we needed that.
Like unless Wolverine really wants to do like these fights could go on forever, but they were so well done. The fight in the Honda Odyssey might just be fight of the year.
That was almost raid level shit.
That was raid level kitchen.
Yo, but the music,
And again, and like I said, the Honda Odyssey takes the award for the toughest son of a bitch in the movie.
And then
the Honda Odyssey was like the baby monkey from fucking Godzilla Kong.
Yo,
using Wolverine's adamantium body to fight off TVA agents. Like, hello, like, and then just seeing freaking Gambit fucking like, yo, what? What? No, choreography was on one.
I got two things. I need to say.
Please.
One, there's only one blade, and there's only gonna be one blade.
So okay.
Oh,
and two, there's always a motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill. I turned into Ryan Reynolds, and I was like, I'm so wet right now.
That's what I'm saying. My theater, there was one dude in my theater who clearly understood the Fox Marvel Cinematic Universe. He was sitting directly like 2 chairs ahead of me and a little bit towards diagonally to the left. He got it. But when they said the ice skate uphill, a lot of people also missed that too. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, oh shit.
I mean, this is something we've been saying for years. So okay, and I want to talk about Johnny. I want to talk about Johnny. I want to talk about Johnny so bad. So because Wesley Snipes did this, and he says there will only be one blade. Is he gonna take over for Mahershala Ali, who is basically out of that project? He can't wait to leave.
No, so Wesley did come out and say that that he does support Mahershala Ali as Blade, and that none of the problems with the production and all that, like he's trying to squash any rumors that Mahershala is the problem. And that he's demanding shit. It's not the actor's fault.
Of course. We know, like, that movie is like Channing Tatum Gambit levels of effed up, right? We know that. But like him saying this, I was like, yo, was he just saying it to say it? Is my question.
I think he was just saying it to say it.
Yeah, I think he was just saying it as a wink and a nod.
That's a crazy thing to say.
And then Deadpool's reaction, like,
it's not, yo.
Yeah,
it's not a crazy thing to say,
motherfucker.
It's not a crazy thing to say when you realize that Hugh Jackman had just gotten divorced as they were filming this movie.
Yeah,
and there's a scene where Deadpool was like, "Oh, he really let himself go since the divorce."
Yeah.
Ooh. Damn, I didn't notice that.
Yo,
man.
Not for nothing. That fucking spinning back kick that Wesley did was smooth.
It still looks so pretty.
Yeah, when he did that, I did the ooh.
Can I tell you why the internet pisses me so? And Anthony, I got you. Can I tell you why the internet pisses me off so much? So there's spoilers everywhere.
Yeah.
So in one of the spoilers, you see Blade doing his thing, and Blade shoots the pivotal, the instrumental stake that stabs him to the wall. And this one dude types in the comments, "Oh, why does Blade's weapon does that? Did metal just stick to metal?" And someone said, "Clearly you haven't watched Blade, bro." And it's like, don't argue with people on the internet, bro. They're either trolling for a reaction or stupid or both.
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah.
Or both.
Right?
Stupid trolling works.
You know what I'm saying? So this at the end of the day, and I love the tribute that they did at the end. That was so cool. Like, this was a love letter to Fox as much as it was an introduction of Deadpool and Wolverine to the MCU.
Yep.
This was your Fox. Thanks for everything. Like all the license shit is done now.
Yo, and also it was one of those all those theories about Fox and all these other versions of the X-Men. They're in the void.
Yeah.
They're in the void. They're gone. We pretty much pruned them from here. So whatever you're getting is some new shit.
Yeah. A lot of those people are pruned. Azazel, Juggernaut,
Ben Affleck.
Pyro, like everybody. Like we're starting brand freaking new.
I just want to point out.
I got a question for you guys. Because even though I saw her in the trailer, whatever, Elektra in the Void,
yeah, because they got a new Daredevil.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are killing me.
I mean,
just throwing her there, and I'm like, okay, guys, you get it, but it's like, come on now, like you guys could have probably picked somebody else.
No,
you talking about the character? The character, or
you could have picked another character to throw in the Void.
No, I think, to be honest, I think Elektra was the perfect person.
I like that it was Elektra. Yeah, I like
because 2 reasons. One, again, they got a whole brand new Daredevil, which everybody loves. Right?
Yeah.
2, she's one of those characters that really got the shit end of the stick, and much like Channing Tatum's Gambit, deserved the redemption and
her movie was ass. I'm not gonna lie, her movie was ass.
Yeah, this was a great way to let her actually experience 1, fandom love, but 2, an actual great moment as the character that she was supposed to be.
I'm glad it was her. I'm glad that she got her moment. And Anthony asked essentially if we're worried about Deadpool coming to the MCU and being watered down in some of the PG-13 movies. So the good thing about Deadpool is that you can still be very cheeky and clever without cursing. I think everything is fine as long as you don't curse.
And not to mention, he's going to acknowledge, because he could break the 4th wall.
Exactly.
He's going to acknowledge the fact that he's getting bleeped.
Exactly. He's going to be like, hey, guys, sorry. This might be a little bit different for me, which is perfect. Which is why a transition for Deadpool will be easy. Because it's like, whatever, who cares? Like, I know that, like, hey, guys, I got to behave on this one. Sorry.
And if you noticed, they mentioned cocaine, but they didn't show shit about it. Where cocaine was prominent in part 1 and 2.
Forrest Bump.
Yeah. You want to build a snowman?
Yeah.
Maybe they go the other way. And the Avengers become R-rated movies.
Oh, just for Deadpool. I would love that so much.
I mean, but you guys are saying, they didn't show cocaine, but goddamn, so many fucking references.
Exactly. Like you could.
I was like,
you could be cheeky without cursing. You could be cheeky without showing. Like, and again, Cap makes a good point. Like, it's Deadpool, so he's gonna be like, "Hey, look, guys, I know I'm gonna be a little different this time. I'm gonna behave a little bit."
Yeah, the fact he can break the 4th wall is
awesome. I'll see you on my next one.
Yeah, like, don't worry, we got you.
He's gonna be in Secret Wars, all right? And he's gonna say something and get beeped, and he's gonna be like, what the fuck is that? And he's going to continuously get beeped. And he's going to spend most of his time trying to outskip the beep. And when they give the 1 F-bomb in the 13 film to him,
it's going to be him.
No. He's either going to take it and be like, ha, I beat you. Or somebody else is going to get it. And he's going to be pissed.
Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers is going to get it. Like, let's just
don't play with me like that,
yeah,
Cav.
So
don't play with me like that, Cav.
So bring me to my next segue.
Don't do that.
Johnny,
give me hope.
Bro. So first of all, when they showed, I immediately knew. I thought it was Captain America.
Yep.
And then we saw he had red on him. So you purposely threw a curveball. But the shit was hilarious when he said, like, oh, you dick something. And then Deadpool looks at him like what? And I figured to myself, okay, this is Captain America in a different timeline. He's in the void. This is a bunch of Mad Max shit going on here. Clearly, he's different. And then he says, flame on. And I was so surprised. I was so shocked at this that I didn't pay any mind to the fact that Pyro was able to like suck in his heat, because it's like Johnny. Yo, am I wrong for thinking that Johnny Storm demolishes Pyro?
Yeah,
No,
because
he
he goes
does.
supernova.
So can he go supernova? Yeah, but Pyro's whole mutation is that he's got complete control over Flame.
Which is why he was okay.
Yeah, to the point where he can make physical constructs,
Okay.
and he's like a Green Lantern with Flame.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's how much control he has.
Because I was like,
Okay.
man, I feel like Johnny could have put up a bit more of a fight. It's just Pyro.
Yeah, that was funny. He's like, we don't know him.
Yeah, like, yo, but
Yeah.
It
how
was like,
good?
damn, he's
I'm gonna tell you right now.
now.
When he
Shit.
first came on screen, I don't know if Toe heard me, but I was like, "Oh shit, is this Nomad?"
Yeah, my
I
boy
heard
I'm
felt
finally
the
gonna get
same.
Nomad.
My
And then,
boy felt the
when he
same.
spoke, when he got down, took off the hood and spoke, I instantly was like, "Oh, that's a Boston accent. That's not Cap."
I didn't hear that.
I
Same,
didn't
yeah.
get that at first.
Yo, you know what? You know what's crazy? I was like, yo, is this Cap? But a part of me was like, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it was weird.
Because
he cursed.
no,
Well, listen, when
no,
I
I didn't
was-
even hear the curse. He didn't feel right because he just looked skinny. I was like,
Yeah.
that my Captain America is not skinny. I don't know why he looks this skinny. Then it was Johnny Storm. I was like, okay,
That
this
makes more
makes sense
Well,
now.
it's funny because I'm watching the movies and I'm watching the movie and I'm watching him and I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, he did play Human Torch, and I'm like, this is where they're going. Is this where they're going? But even though when he said Flame On, I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
yes,
I had no
I
idea.
get it.
Especially because they showed like his red, like he had red
Yeah.
on his sleeve.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Right.
this is just a Captain America who is a different person. That's how I looked at it. The dude's just
Yeah.
different.
Probably the Captain America that went rogue because Bucky died.
Yeah.
His father died. You know,
That's
he
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
able to. He wasn't able to save the
He's in the
world.
void. He's in the void.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Right.
think anyone in the void could be a good person. And
Well,
by the way, Anthony, Pyro is not Omega level, although Iceman is.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure of that.
Pyro's
Yes,
not Omega level.
Iceman is Omega
he
level.
is strong,
He's strong,
but he's not Omega level.
although
Because-
Iceman is.
Yo, but
Omega level,
yo,
for him
okay.
to be Omega level, he would have to be able to produce the flame himself.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So they also showed the Fantastic Four's buggy
Yep.
before he
Yeah.
flamed on,
Yeah.
and I think that's what
Oh.
would also help with Cap's.
Well, yeah. When you see them riding
yo.
in, you see the Fantastic Four symbol, and I'm like,
I missed that.
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know
riding
the
in,
first time.
when they're
I
riding in,
Every time
missed
I noticed
that.
it.
Damn,
yeah,
I missed that.
when they're riding in, you see the Fantastic Four label on the hovercraft.
Oh, I want to bring up something because we're talking about people who don't get it. Because people see the Juggernaut and they're like, "Yo, the Juggernaut's invincible. How the fuck did Laura cut his legs and get his head and blah blah blah?" And here's the thing: X3, they use the Ultimates version of Juggernaut. The Ultimates version of Juggernaut is not invulnerable. His mutation, because he doesn't have
The gem.
the gem of Sidorak,
Right.
his mutation is that once he's in motion, he
He's
cannot be
unstoppable.
stopped.
Yeah.
That's his mutation. So that's how she was able to kick his ass in the void. And most of the other characters, I believe, are like, so we had Lady Deathstrike, who was not Kelly Hu.
Right.
We had
Yeah.
the Russian, who was not Kevin
Kevin
Nash.
Nash.
Yeah.
Psylocke was in there, who obviously
Yep.
was not Olivia Munn.
Was not Olivia
Correct.
Munn. Yeah.
So I believe that everybody who was in that void that we don't recognize were the failed versions from other fucking timelines. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's Lady Deathstrike, but this is the worst Lady Deathstrike.
There is.
This isn't Kelly
Yo.
Hu that we know from
Right.
X2.
Now you guys know that I don't remember names too much,
Yeah.
but when Cassandra Nova
What'd y'all
put
think about
Wolverine
that?
in the ground and flung his ass about 20 feet down the street, I was like, oh, we got ourselves a badass here, huh?
She killed Magneto.
Yeah.
She killed Magneto. Oh, that's what they said.
And melted down his helmet.
Yo, hold on though. Anthony's coming with some wild shit. Did we see any casts from the Fantastic Four? Michael B. Jordan? No, we didn't. Thank God. Did we see any of the characters from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in this movie? That would have been fantastic. But that's not Fox, is it? Or is it Sony?
No, that's Disney.
That's Disney, yeah. So
no.
there was a lot of Fox shit going on here, Anthony.
And Universal. Because it is Universal. I believe.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds would have had nothing to do with all that.
Yeah.
He would have had nothing
that
to
shit
do
would
with
have been funny if we would have seen Coulson. That would have been hilarious.
Or a mention of Tahiti.
Yeah. Tell me if I'm crazy. Cassandra was fucking sexy as hell.
In a she's broken, I can fix her kind
of
Harley
Quinn type of way.
No. I'm gonna not in a she's broken, blah blah blah. In a she has so much confidence in herself that I'm like, yo, that's fucking alluring.
Well, sir, I'm married. I cannot partake in these talks anymore. Nah, but I get what you're saying. She's very
well, the accent.
She's very assertive, like for sure, and like she just didn't look like she was scared of anything.
Yo, not only did she not look like she was scared,
she took 3 bullets to the chest.
She
was still laughing.
She didn't look out of place, standing in front of Wolverine like you're nothing to me.
So I wanted to ask you. So a lot of people are saying that this is just another bad Marvel villain. Yo, Anthony, I would have loved to seen that, but no. So, damn, Anthony, you haven't even seen the movie? What the fuck are you doing here? I mean, we appreciate it. We appreciate it, but man,
there was no
everything.
No, yo, dude,
there was no rogue characters in this movie.
We're sporting everything, eh?
Yeah, Anthony, you would love this movie though.
Yeah, go watch it, man. Please go watch it.
Stop listening to us right now. Go watch
man. There is some really good cameos in there.
We need the views and the watch time. Keep us on mute. And just go watch the movie.
But so a lot of people are saying that it's the same kind of Marvel thing with bad villains. What do you think?
Here's the thing, because I heard one review who was like, "Oh, the villain has has the same stupid motivation, no personal connection to the characters, and blah blah blah."
That's bullshit.
And here's where I say the people who say that don't know the comics.
Correct.
Because her motivation was you and me have an agreement. I stay in here and I get to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I run shit down here.
Yeah. You bring me whoever you don't want, and I deal with all that shit.
HBIC.
Then Then she found out that she's getting betrayed. Well, you broke the agreement.
No,
so since you broke the agreement, I'm gonna make it so that the void is the only place.
Yeah.
And once the void's the only place, there's nothing you can do anymore. I'm fully in charge. That's good fucking motivation. 2, that explained that's not a flip-flop or lack of motivation. That's her motivation. I was fine until you just fucked it up.
Right, you broke our agreement.
Yeah. And as far as her not having any connection, who the fuck was the one guy who said that, who I'm not going to name names because I don't want to blame people for not knowing, but
fuck him anyway.
Did you not watch the movie? Because clearly the connection was Charles Xavier, and Logan was able to use his connection to Charles to get through to her.
Yeah.
His teachings.
That's the connection. She's connected to a Charles. He's connected to a Charles. Deadpool's connected to Wolverine. That's how they all connect. I care because
I loved her, and I love how Deadpool says it. He's like, "Oh, this isn't gonna go over good with the woke mob."
Nope. Yo, that was great because it's that moment of thinking. Did they just turn Charles into a woman? It's like, nope.
Yeah,
it's a whole other
nope.
character.
From the comics, that's his twin sister.
Yep, it works so well.
And from the movie, remember at the end of X3. Charles died and put his consciousness into another body that was unconscious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It could be
you can connect that if you need to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they mentioned it.
Let's not mention the last stand.
No, I hear
I,
you.
I
Good
love.
job.
I'm
Hey,
surprised
I love
Apocalypse wasn't in this.
I love the last.
This was
You
so
know,
great.
I would say this. I didn't
You
think.
love The Last Stand?
I love the last stand. I love the last stand. I don't care what anybody says, but
He picked up the Golden State Bridge.
but it's funny until Anthony right now said the Anna Paquin as Rogue. I think that's the one person we could have put in there. I would have loved to see what she thought of a different Wolverine because they had a connection as well. So that because I was gonna ask that to you guys if there was one other cameo that you could have seen here, what would have been?
It for sure. Ben Affleck is Deadpool. Daredevil.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. But until I saw, I think Anna Paquin.
I'll tell you right now, had he had never played Batman, I would have never said him. My choice would have been completely different.
Explain yourself.
He played a very good Batman.
He did.
Yeah.
I love him. Love him.
His playing of Batman and Bruce Wayne
made you appreciate Daredevil more.
No,
Made
it made
him
me
wish
go,
he played
okay.
it like that.
If given the right circumstances,
or the right script,
he could have done the. He could have done the role.
Okay.
Well, people
And seeing how they did with Jennifer Gardner, even in her limited time, she was well respected. They didn't treat They did the one thing. And like I said, when Gambit did his thing and said the line, it clicked in me. I was like, this is the perfect case, right? Until that point, I was waiting for him to get headshot when they stepped out of the van and he stepped up. I was like, oh, here's where he dies.
Yeah.
Because they did it to the X-Force.
Yeah.
And the subversion that they had where none of them die and they all get to have their fucking hero moment.
Sabretooth is there.
Yeah, he's in the notes.
Yeah, I actually made that the thing. I was like, and then the old Sabretooth comes up and all that, and apparently that was in the trailer. Yeah.
He died very quickly. I was very surprised.
That's the unfortunate thing. That
extremely quick.
Extremely quick.
This Sabretooth didn't have the animanium.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
the healing apparently.
Well, I mean, if you put his head back on, he'll eventually heal. But if you're gonna separate him, the motherfucker's dead. He don't grow a new body. His healing factor is not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we now know that is the best way to make a Mad Max joke.
I love
your
the fact this is your queen.
Yeah.
All I could think, I was like, damn, they're really just making fun of here.
I would have liked to see, I would have liked to seen either one of the Magnetos, whether it's Fassbender or McKellen, or if it was Professor X, if it was one of the others, or the other guy, McAvoy, whatever. I would have loved to seen one of them, Charles or Magneto. I would have loved to see them.
I would have loved
even in the flashback where she kills him.
Something, yeah.
Now that you're making me think this, I would have loved to have seen Nightcrawler.
Oh
yeah.
Why? Just
That
because he had the best scene out of any X-Men movies we saw with that fucking White House shit.
I mean, and we have Azazel. I would have switched Azazel for Nightcrawler. I didn't need Azazel.
Hold on. Can you imagine Azazel versus Nightcrawler?
Or that.
And just flashes of them fighting each other?
Because I feel like they wouldn't put Nightcrawler because they put Azazel. But if you wanted to, mix and match it or put both of them in, I'm okay with that too. Yes. I would have. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Toad was there.
I was gonna say Toad was in there.
Toad was in the movie.
Toad was the reason they got caught. Technically.
Yeah.
Who were you saying that? Oh, you said Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Great. Who would you have wanted to see?
I was kind of thinking I would have loved to see Charles, just something to give us, even in a flashback scene, not in a full flesh cameo.
Ray would have wanted to see a Cyclops.
I have one that I just want to. It just popped in my head.
Oh shit! Here we go.
I'm gonna need help because I don't know names.
Yeah.
But I just wanted, like, I'm not gonna say his name now, but I want a scene where this man says something and Deadpool goes, "Oh no, you don't get to speak. We saw you already get someone killed," and the fucking Franklin, Mr. Fantastic,
Reed Richards.
Reed Richards, but from
John
so
Krasinski's Reed Richards.
from fucking Multiverse of Madness.
Oh,
where
okay.
Deadpool goes, "You fucked up.
Yeah.
You don't get to speak, Mr.
You don't
Smartest
say
man in the
anything.
world."
You don't say anything.
Yeah,
And
you
then-
don't tell him how to kill us.
And then it's funny because you would have an interaction with like him and Johnny, like, are you what?
Yeah,
Not
who
to
the fuck is
mention-
this?
Now that you mention it, he did bring up Reed. To see
Yeah.
the original Mr. Fantastic in there would have been kind of cool too.
Yeah. Johnny could have had someone else with him. It would have been cool to see Sue, like him and his sister, like still hanging out.
Yeah, that would
Like,
have been
still
that
there. Like
What-
him and
Nah,
if
I
they
think,
would've-
I think it
Yo,
would have been
imagine
cool to
they
see
show-
him and the Thing.
or that, yeah.
Well, if they
Because-
would have showed Apollo rocks that represented the Thing, because
Yeah.
Cassandra probably would have ripped his ass apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because remember that, like, even though they were always constantly bickering, they were fucking actually real good
Yeah, those are
friends.
boys.
Yeah, or he could have been like, he's gonna say it. It's clobbering time. Flame on.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Damn.
Oh, man.
I mean, and it's funny if they
Let's
would have
rewrite
done
this
if they
movie.
would have done a different Captain America, I would have been cool with that too.
Yeah.
But the fact that they went Johnny Storm on that, I'm
Yo.
not gonna lie, I
Yo.
was shocked.
A 1980 something Captain America on the motorcycle.
Yo, how
That
many
would've been
times did we
crazy.
call for Johnny Storm to show up in Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This was the real multiverse of madness.
Yeah.
This was.
Yeah,
This was it.
This
I
was.
said this would
Now-
be the
And the irony of that whole not monologue, but him talking about like, hey, Wolverine, welcome to the MCU. It's kind of at a low point right now.
Yo.
The multiverse, it's just not really working, and it's like you kind of made it work in this movie.
Yeah.
Like,
But you know
that's what we needed: different worlds with different people.
Yeah.
That's what the multiverse of madness was missing. We saw Paint World
Yeah.
for 15 seconds. You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
Which I think could have been made the movie if we were in Paint World. That would have made the movie.
That's what we need. We just need a whole
But yo,
movie world.
If you notice, Deadpool references the MCU.
Yeah.
He references the Avengers, but he doesn't reference anything that's happening in the timeline now, like the current situation.
Yeah.
He does say that he does mention everyone else's criticism of it, and that now you're in the MCU type shit.
Right.
But he never talks about how Tony's dead, Cap's dead. There's a black guy that's playing Captain America. He never mentions any of that.
That would have been fucking funny.
Because I'm thinking, even though he breaks the fourth wall, he doesn't know that universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, of course not. Although he was in Universe 616. And did you notice the writing? It said Sacred Timeline
Yeah.
616.
Yep.
I was like, oh, that's interesting.
And he went back to before Thanos did anything. So Tony was alive.
So
Yeah.
so exactly. And then did he do that with Cable's little communicator
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he told the
mentioned it.
TVA that he broke it after he got denied from being on the Avengers.
An
team.
Avenger, and then that's when the TVA came up to him afterwards, was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, we need you for something. Your world is cooked." Yeah, okay. Because, I mean, yeah, I thought it was mad interesting. They called it Sacred Timeline.
Yeah.
Have we seen it being called that?
Only in Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I love how they took so much from Loki.
No, that,
We gotta-
and that was I think that was the other cameo I think so many people were waiting for. Was
Loki?
Loki.
Yeah,
I
and,
don't-
yo,
I
and
That's the one I don't think you need.
No, you definitely
But
didn't
you-
need it, but I think that's what
I
people
still
were
want
saying.
to know.
he did need the
I
wrecking
still
squad.
want to know why was Thor crying?
Yep.
Why was Thor crying?
Yeah.
all wanna know.
Oh, okay. Funny you
Yo,
bring that up.
that was some of the funniest.
No.
Yeah.
So that is like the internet thing now.
Yeah.
It's like everyone is asking on anything comic related. Yo, but why was Thor crying? So I'm not crazy. that looked like Thor 2 footage when Loki was dying. It was just with Deadpool's face over it.
Yeah.
So some people are saying that it's not that, and that we may see that in Secret Wars, that same scene.
I doubt it.
I would think it's hilarious, but I doubt it.
I saw one of the Easter eggs that when Cap throws the shield and Deadpool ducks and turns around in the Marvel shit.
Yeah.
That's their little nod to Gina Carano because she got fired from Disney with the Mandalorian shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, they just erased all of Gina Carano's shit when she hit Colossus, and now he's just ducking the shield.
Oh, I didn't get that. That's fucking funny. I didn't get that.
Yo,
that's what they said. It's a stretch, but there's...
Speaking of which, before we continue, Gina Carano just won a major fucking thing in her lawsuit.
Huge lawsuit.
Yeah, she's now, the lawsuit can go ahead against Disney, which means Disney's gonna have to bring to evidence the true reason that they fired her.
And it's because of the political shit. That's what she's saying.
Yeah. It's all shit that is, if what she's saying is true, it was not actual cause to fire her.
So I didn't know this. This is something I heard. She's from a rich family. She didn't need to fight. So from what I'm understanding, she got the money to go after them.
Well, she's got the backing of Elon Musk. Elon Musk said that he'll pay for her legal fees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Good for her. I hope you take. I don't give a fuck what you did, who you are. If you're a mean person, good person, I don't care. But
if wrong is wrong,
wrong is wrong. Exactly. If you were wrongfully accused of something, I don't care who you rooting for. I don't care who you're not rooting for. As long as you're not disrespect. I think it was the whole the beep boop beep thing, and I'm sorry for even bringing that up, but like there was some connotations there. I don't know.
Well, I think they said on one of her things she said something about Jewish people.
It was a mix of. I think she attacked. They said she attacked the Jewish community, the LGBTQ community, and the vax.
She was just throwing haymakers out there. So whatever. Like wrong is wrong.
After we get off there, I want to know what that reference you made was about, because I don't know.
Yeah,
we got to talk about
the mask.
Oh my god, that was so perfect. That timing was perfect.
I love the mask. I loved it.
That was perfect. The way they did it. Also, did you hear Madonna recommended the way to use the song in that sequence?
Yeah.
Like her,
she made a suggestion.
Do it like this.
I just love the fact that when he put the mask on, he looked at him like, "My man, you've had that shit back there all this time."
Yeah, for real. Like, why hasn't this been? He's like, "Oh, you saved it for the good, for the end. You saved the best for last."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he looked like he wanted to ask, "My man, what have you had that shit?"
And he goes, "What kind of mileage do you get on those blowjob bars?" And he was like, "I'm sorry, I'm just jealous."
I'm a catty bitch.
Yeah, I'm a catty bitch when I'm jealous.
Not for nothing.
That's cool.
But was I the only one that always laughed when he kept mentioning Little Knife?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh hell yeah, that shit was mad funny. I legitimately laughed in this movie. I laughed a lot. Like, I get it. Some people didn't understand the humor. Some people don't like Deadpool's humor. I get that. I feel the same way about Borderlands. The game Borderlands, the humor, not for me.
So you're not going to watch the movie, huh?
Absolutely, I'm not watching that. I mean, it's a video game movie, so maybe
I'll watch it.
I'll just some matinee shit, or maybe I'll just catch it on Flickster.
That's a matinee or a stream kind of movie. Yeah,
or Movie 7. Yeah.
Go to Redbox.
Jeez. Bro, we can never have anything nice, man. I remember people were putting fake discs in Redbox. They were scanning the disc with the QR code on a piece of paper. Then they would put the piece of paper inside the Redbox sleeve, and then the Redbox didn't feel weight. They would just read the QR code, so it looks like you gave the disc back. How many times didn't I try to rent a video game only for it to be a piece of paper? We can't have nice things, bro. Redbox was a good idea.
Should have never gave y'all motherfuckers money.
Yeah,
Word.
Redbox was a good idea. Just people suck.
Yeah.
Redbox was a real good idea. Just here, rent this game for a couple of days. You don't gotta go nowhere. You don't gotta get a ship. Just go to your.
You know, back in my days, I was called Blockbusters. God damn it!
Exactly. It was. That's and again, like, are we just gonna like? Obviously, Netflix destroyed Blockbuster, but Blockbuster also had a bunch of people not returning product. Like, like how many?
Or putting the wrong product in the box.
The wrong product, dude. Like, we can't have nice things, bro. We can't have nice things.
But back to the nice things we do have. Not only am I glad that he pulled the mask on, it looked fucking amazing.
It looked great.
Yeah, all those people that said Wolverine in the mask would look weird. Fuck you.
Yeah, no. It looks great.
You know what it is? Because everybody was so used to him playing the character without the mask.
Yeah.
No, but it fits so well. Like it was just finally. Like it clicked and it was like, you know what? This worked. This was the right way to do it and the right time to do it.
Yo,
also, I can't Blade. I guess Blade is my guy now. When he said,
"Was born ready, motherfucker,"
you call me retarded?
Yeah.
I was like, he used the R word.
You know what? My favorite interaction was the fact that, Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds mentioned the fact that they're working together again.
Yeah.
And in the theater that I was at, nobody caught that. And I'm like, he's referencing Blade Trinity, guys. Like, come on.
And look, I don't care what you tell me. He was more Wade Wilson than Hannibal King in that movie. Right?
Yeah.
That was just another opportunity for him to play Deadpool. You know?
But I heard a lot of people say, that like he was like auditioning to play Deadpool in Blade Trinity because that was some shit that Wade Wilson was saying.
No, one of the producers they said that one of the producers during the making of the movie handed Ryan Reynolds Deadpool comic book, was like, yo, you might want to look into playing this character.
Well, and I think Deadpool in the comic books has referenced Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
he looks like him or something.
Yeah. Well, my man, the good-looking Deadpool, he's a
nice pool.
Yo, my man, he was like, yo, who is this asshole?
Yeah. And
then he goes, he uses him as a shield. He goes, oh, you're the one that doesn't have the healing factor.
Yeah, out of all of them.
He keeps using him as the shield.
Yeah. And he was like, no, I didn't. He jumped in front of the bullets.
When his face blew up and you just see chunks, you literally saw chunks on Deadpool's face. I'm like, what the hell?
Yo, did you guys see the video of the 4 cosmetic workers working on Ryan Reynolds for 8 hours straight? And he goes, this isn't right. And he just starts peeling off. He's like, sorry, guys, we got to do this shit over again. The guy's like, no, it was perfect. Was that a joke or did he literally go, nah, that's not how I was supposed to do it.
I haven't seen that.
I didn't see the full version of that. I just saw the time lapse of them putting it on him. I didn't see that last part.
All right, so yeah, they showed the time lapse. They finished, and he goes, "No, there's something off. No, that's not how it goes."
That's gotta be a joke, man.
And well, they didn't show the ending of it, but one of the guys was like, "No, that's how it looked. This is perfect." And he literally goes, "No, we gotta do this shit again." But he had the look on his face like, "We gotta do this shit again," and it ended there.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past them if that was real, because this is the one character that Ryan Reynolds does not fuck around with.
Yeah.
And I believe if it's not right, he wouldn't fucking do it. And even if it took him another 8 hours, he would sit there until it was right.
Yeah.
I mean, look, like even like I know we're jumping way ahead, but like even the behind the scenes footage where they had him, on the set of fucking the Wolverine playing Daredevil, he's talking about always wanting to play Daredevil. So yeah, I'm 100% with Cap. If it's not perfect, I think this is the one character that he was like, no. Remember, he made that shitty ass fucking movie Green Lantern, just to have a chance to make Deadpool. Yep. So if it's not perfect, I can totally see him saying, no, we got to do it again.
Yeah, this is his baby.
I was
Like he is Deadpool.
Yep.
wait, all this talk about people not in the theater not catching references. One, this is why I don't like going to movie theaters anymore, because to me there's no longer a communal fucking aspect to it.
There's a lot of
It's like you either
casuals.
get it or you don't.
There's
Two,
mad casuals out there now.
yeah. Two, I saw 6 fucking theater reactions to Wolverine putting on the mask, and all 6 had only like 1 or 2 people like, ooh.
Yeah.
There was no rapturous cheering or fucking going crazy. Like
I'm
I
not
feel
gonna,
like
at least in the movie theater, when I went to go see the movie, that crowd, even though the interaction between Blade and Deadpool went over their head, when Jackman put on the mask, there was a lot of oh shit, like and I heard finally. Now, mind you, I was on Lincoln Center on 66 in the Dolby Center one.
Yeah.
And I keep forgetting that there's a top. So I was on top.
Oh, okay.
So, I was hearing all the stuff bouncing around from people going, oh shit. Like, yes, finally. And I'm like, all right. There's actually a crowd here that knows what the fuck they're seeing.
So
would have loved that.
This is one of the rare instances where me and Cap switch personalities. As a moviegoer, I can give a fuck what the rest of the people are cheering or anything about. I'm there solely for me.
Yeah.
So we were there. I'm not bullshitting y'all. Me and Cap were there with 8 other people. Because the Regal that we go to has apparently lost its steam and is losing to Bay Plaza. Because I could legitimately went to the next showing, got middle seats, and there would have been 6 people there.
When did when did you go?
Saturday morning, 10:20 in the morning.
Dang, that's like
No.
that's prime kid hour.
Sunday.
I went Sunday.
I mean, it is a rated R movie.
But Sunday, the same time, the same regular showing, empty theater.
You went back and watched it again?
No, I could have.
You could have.
Yeah. So me, when I kind of take pride being the only one laughing at some shit.
Okay.
So when shit happened, I was like, "Oh, that fucking kick was smooth." No one said nothing. Said, "That's right. You stay the fuck shut. I'm watching the movie."
It's
But you want that reaction.
It was like you motherfucker. Yeah, it was like you
went
motherfuckers
to
ain't
the
worthy
Sunday
to know
show.
what the fuck was happening here.
Got you.
Fuck yeah, like that's my mindset because I've been in the movies plenty of times watching shit. The only one laughing.
Oh wow.
And I'll be like, yes, peasants, you don't get to fucking laugh at the joke. Fuck you.
Got you.
So
I'm not gonna lie. I went to the showing at Sunday at 11, and the theater was fucking packed.
No, yeah, Bay Plaza, everything was sold out.
I go to those bougie theaters because I don't want the noise being made, but you still hear the we don't get clapped in there, which I'm okay. Like, if you want to go to a theater where they do that, that's cool. I just don't want that.
Yeah.
But like, even in those theaters, people know their stuff, and you still hear oohs and ahs. There was a lot of Fox stuff here that people just didn't understand.
They didn't
It was just like there was just so much of it. Like if you weren't
when
down
the sign
from
was in the
beginning.
background of the fight in the void.
Yeah, the 20th Century Fox on the ground was crazy.
But you also
And
also got
speaking of that, excuse me, Wolverine fucking like fucking pouncing on the floor. Like, oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yo, but you also gotta remember, Logan was the last Fox movie besides the Deadpools. That happened 7 years ago.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
You know what's crazy? I was in New York for that, and I watched it with these guys. We went to some weird theater in fucking like it's like some old, what? It was on like 23rd Street or something.
I think it was further down.
Even further down, yeah. I remember though. You was there. It was like 9 deep. We just say, "Yo, fuck it, let's just go watch Logan."
Yeah.
She was like in an auditorium. I've never been to the theater in my life.
Yeah, it was on the east side. I know which one it is. Yeah.
But I think we went to go. I forgot what we were doing down there, but yeah.
Us just being us. Us just being us.
Before we call,
let's go watch a movie. Okay.
Yeah. Before we call it a night, show is actually here. and Show actually watched the movie.
Wait, he's
No,
been here
I'm
the whole
not.
time?
I'm not
So-
here.
Yeah, and well, he just got here. Don't let him fucking act like
I've
he's
been
been here the
here
whole
since
time.
9. You liar.
He just kept
Also,
leaving and coming back.
he loved Reed Richards' part in this movie. So I want to hear Show's opinion of the movie. Show.
What's your summation of the movie?
Yeah.
Bro, this movie for me was the funniest Marvel movie I have seen to date. Every sentence that Deadpool was saying had me rolling.
Yeah, it's just funny.
It was crazy. It was dope. I loved it. I loved the cameos. Oh man, when I saw Blade, am I supposed to say the name?
Yeah. We
man.
spoke about this shit already.
Okay, just making sure. When I saw Blade, I started jumping like a little girl. And then Captain America came out. Captain America! He said, Flame on, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
No! I had to look it up on the internet. Yo, was he on Fantastic Four? Is this? Oh, that was great. The way they brought him like that, probably surprised. Cap, did you know it was automatically the Fantastic
Johnny
Four?
Storm. His
Yeah, Johnny
character's
Storm?
name was Johnny Storm.
Well, when he started talking and I heard the Boston accent, I knew it wasn't Captain America.
Because fuck Boston.
Even though Johnny Storm is from Queens.
Yeah.
But he really didn't hide his accent. He just fucking acted.
Yeah, because Captain America, Chris Evans as Captain America, you don't hear that Boston accent at all. He's barely Brooklyn. He's barely like he reps Brooklyn, but he don't talk like some, old school 50s, 40s Brooklyn guy. Nah. It's just Captain America. But overall,
you're right. As Johnny Storm, you heard
the Boston a lot more as Johnny Storm for sure.
We got to get everybody's ratings before we're out here.
Wait. Also, here's the thing. Last week we did it. Ray is the closest to box office guesses for opening weekend. It was $211 million. Ray put 200 million.
Nice.
Cap was second closest with 253.
We're doing best.
I was nowhere near. I said 325.
Damn, you breaking records.
Are you only looking domestically?
Yeah, that's
we were
right.
just
Yeah.
opening weekend domestic.
Because international, that shit is at like 4.
No, yeah, it's about to get to half a already.
And also, before we get the ratings, how did y'all feel when Deadpool went back to the TBA and proved that Johnny Storm did say all that shit about?
I love that.
So
shit.
funny.
I love
That was
shit.
great.
I was a little upset though, because
She ripped his skin off.
I was
Did
like,
we forget that?
I was like, all right, Deadpool. Like, I wish they would have done the regular kind of, okay, we have a mid-credit scene sort of setting up the MCU, and then we have the post-credit scene, which is pertinent to the movie you just watched.
Okay.
We just had the end, and it's like, all right, Deadpool, this is your movie. Make it all about yourself. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really freaking funny.
You know what? At first I was like, really? But then it dawned on me. Logan really was like, yo, you just got this kid fucking killed.
Yeah.
And for Deadpool to come on, like, I didn't. He fucking said it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, Nice Pool, he killed himself too.
Yeah.
He just happened to be in Deadpool's arms.
Yeah, we told him to walk
following him. No one told him to follow him.
Yeah.
It was KEVIN that was taking the footage of Johnny doing that. If you notice, that was legit KEVIN.
Yeah,
I saw it. I'm like,
let's get these ratings.
I'm 9 out of 10 in it.
9 out of 10.
I'm giving it a 9.
For the Fox universe, the Fox's movie.
For the Fox universe is 15.
Yeah, no, yeah. It compared to the other Fox shows, this is a fucking 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
100%. For the Marvel movies that's happening now, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Also, I think this is the best shit that
I was waiting for
This
the 10 out of 10.
Yo, she literally ripped the skin off of Johnny, and Johnny just fell to fucking pieces.
That's crazy.
Yeah, let's fucking go, man. And
R.I.P.
Blade, You
And she did
saying
it so
is a dumb
nonchalantly.
motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill? It's hard for it not to be a 10.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Every movie needs that line in it.
Yeah.
Is she?
I want a movie named "Motherfuckers Always Trying to Ice Skate Uphill."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she in the
Well, like
comics?
you, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 on both the Fox and the Marvel part.
I got you, show. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10 out of 10 because that legit.
Damn, 10.
Mhm.
Balance them out, Cap. Balance them out.
Well, here's my balanced, nuanced opinion.
8.5.
10 out of 10.
10.
This is probably my favorite MCU film.
Damn.
There we go.
Move over, Shang-Chi. It's over.
I told you
Yo.
it might fucking beat it. Because when we did our bonus Told the Show
Yeah.
Friday, I was like, oh man,
Yo.
Cap's really gonna like this movie.
I did not pop this much in Endgame.
Damn.
This movie, for me specifically, you looked at a fucking 15, 13, 8, 9, 6-year-old Vic and went, hey, everything you've ever wanted
Here it
is
is.
going to be up on the screen, and we're going to give you the bonus, the gift, the fucking gift of Channing Tatum's Remy LeBeau on top.
Cargo boom.
Yeah.
My favorite
Who the
fucking
fuck is your
MCU.
vocal coach? The Minions?
So listen, if you guys want to watch it again and don't want to go and pay, there's that website called Movie 7. They have a really nice. You could just Google it, movie7.something.
Movie 7. Thank you. I've been looking
Yeah,
for a website.
they
For
have
the people watching at home, we do not condone pirating videos or movies or anything illegal.
I don't. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so.
Well, listen. So all right. To respond to Cabs, she is a actual person in the comics. She's Xavier's twin sister that Xavier killed in the womb. Apparently, like when they were babies, because they were mentally fucking each other.
No, she's
Go
a
ahead,
shadow.
Cap. Say it in English.
She's a shadow person, right? He was so strong that he essentially couldn't contain his psionic energy, and it created another version of himself
In the womb.
Okay. And he knew that this was the evil parts of himself, so he tried to kill it. He thought it succeeded, but she lived on pure will alone, and then grew up. And in X-Men 97, when they attacked what the fuck is the island name? Because it's not Genosha.
Savage?
No, the island that they were all on, Krakoa.
Oh,
I think it's Krakoa. When they attacked Krakoa in the cartoon, where Gambit died.
Yeah.
In the comics, she was the reason that happened. She found the Sentinel and set it unleashed on Krakoa.
Gotcha.
So that boot that they flew off on, that was a Sentinel boot?
No, that was from Obadiah Stane.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, really?
Ooh.
Yeah. That was the Ironmonger.
You built this. Tony Stark built this in a cave.
Oh shit!
With a box of scraps.
I
I thought that was a Sentinel. I thought that was a Sentinel.
It was a Sentinel.
Yeah, I thought
No,
it was a
that
Sentinel
was the
too.
Ironmonger.
Nice. That's cool to know. I'm happy about that.
Oh shit!
The more you know, little details, man. It's all in the detail.
Damn, I was the one that was. I gave it a 9.
Hey, I'm gonna join you with that.
I'm still going with that 9 though, because
you are a horrible person that hasn't grown up a bit.
Hold on.
Yeah, nah, just
How did it feel, Cabs? You gave it a 9, you shill.
Yo, bro.
Yeah.
Look at me.
You love everything Disney.
You golden gatekeeper.
Always trying to be different. Oh
Yo.
my god, look at this guy.
Nothing makes you happy.
So cynical. I'm so upset now. My life is terrible. 9 out of 10.
Because you always trying to
Let
skate
me
uphill.
guess, Cabs. You're cool. You didn't even watch The Acolyte.
Yo, what I've been hearing about that show is not nice.
Yo, bro, wait. Yo, you should go back and watch what we said to about it.
I be popping in.
Yo,
and
dude.
like, damn.
No,
Not for
send him
nothing,
the short.
Cabs.
Send him the short.
Yo, Cabs, not for nothing. She-Hulk's looking good right now.
I heard. No. I heard Acolyte is just like.
Did you see the short?
It's funny too. I didn't send it, but you know what's funny? So, GameSpot gave Deadpool Wolverine a 4 out of 10.
Fuck them.
What?
But they gave Acolyte a 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
Yo, that's why
I'll say what I need to say on
Yeah, and then IGN gave Deadpool and Wolverine a 7 out of 10. So I understand the 7 out of 10. And look, I understand that a review is a review. It's your review. But some reviews could be disingenuous. A 4 out of 10, that's like down there with some of the worst movies of all time.
Yeah.
Are you realizing what you're doing here?
So what did you give Love and Thunder?
That's exact, a 6. They gave it a 6.
Jesus, those ratings.
You give Love and Thunder a 6 and you give Deadpool Wolverine a 4?
Yo, that only goes to show me that you went to watch movies and you have no idea what these movies are based on.
You had no idea what was going on up there. You have no idea.
Or as I like to say, one of my favorite cartoons, you are stupid.
Yeah. But in all actuality, if you don't read the comment, you don't get the references for Wolverine.
I didn't get
the different types.
Well, you didn't laugh.
How do you not fucking follow the story?
Yeah.
Even if you're not a comic book fan, this movie can be in its own realm of shit. You just got somebody else to, bro. Time Cop is pretty much similar to the premise of this movie. How do you not follow it? You have to be some kind of fucking idiot to not be able to follow the premise of this movie.
I think
didn't even know the characters' names, and he enjoyed the movie.
It's true.
He said, "Who the fuck is this guy on fire?"
Word.
And he enjoyed the movie.
Yeah,
he thought Reed Richards was in it.
4 out of 10 is legit disingenuous. Like, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you were trying to do there.
No, yeah. You know what it is? I honestly think that it's because Deadpool is a change for letting people fucking relax and enjoy a fucking movie and not be so stick up your ass. And the Acolyte is a change for having the LGBT community do something where that fucking show had nothing to do with the LGBT community. It's just the show writer and the fucking lead actress were a part of it. That show had nothing to do with that shit. But I honestly think that's a bias for that shit. And most people need to get that shit out their fucking head. Because like we said it before, you don't need to race swap or anything like that. You don't need to be biased for that shit either. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. A bad show is a bad show, and a good movie is a good movie.
And it has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like we're not saying because of this the show is bad.
Yeah.
We're just saying the show is bad.
Yeah,
I haven't watched that shit, but
oh no, you can say it.
What I've been hearing on the internet about that show is it's crazy.
Yeah. Dude, watch the short because the short explains the whole.
I shall.
It might be a little out of context for you, but even out of context, it explains what the fuck's happening.
Yeah. So, I was the only reason I'm going 9 out of 10 is because
the short Wolverine didn't look right.
You know, it's hilarious. Like, I love how they did that just to troll people.
Yeah.
Like a comic accurate size Wolverine still doesn't look like that. That looks like a person shrunken down.
Yeah.
The mini.
That looked like the midget. That looked like the elves that they made now for Santa.
The only reason I'm going 9 out of 10 is because I do feel like this guy in the TVA just like working rogue. Like that kind of didn't.
You weren't a fan of Paradox?
Yeah, I was not a fan of Paradox.
No.
I wasn't a fan of
But
Paradox.
no one made mention of maybe for a guy named Paradox, this makes sense that he would go rogue.
Of course.
I feel like that's been the first thing Deadpool does is like
I don't know, like the whole I didn't like it, but it didn't detract me much.
Gotcha.
It didn't detract me much.
That works.
But I'm still hanging on that 9. But
hey, 9 is still a high score.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing movie.
Is it Ray?
Hey, we gave it 10.
If you're not 10, you suck.
I didn't rate it. I didn't rate it. But
Show, what's your rating?
I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna go with a 9. and it's because I'm
No,
waiting for the 10.
if
I'm
you're
waiting.
gonna if you're
Go ahead.
gonna go with him, then
Hellboy.
fucking go.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
with him. Go.
Yo, I can't give it a 10 because I'm waiting for that movie that's gonna bring it all together, bro. Like
That was the movie.
Avengers did it for
This
me.
was the movie that brought it all.
Yeah, that was.
You think there's
No,
not
no.
another Avengers in the?
Well, the thing is, he's the Fox movie, so he brought the closure and everything together from the Fox universe.
Mm.
So that's why you had all those X-Men references. You had Blade and Elektra and all those people from the Fox universe.
Yeah.
Bring it- Like this is the best end game we're gonna get for the Fox universe.
Yeah,
So,
for Fox.
can I ask you a question? Is this your favorite Deadpool out of the three?
Yes, for me. I watched them before I went to see 3.
Good. I really like Deadpool 1 a lot. It has
it
has a funky ending.
Yeah.
But
you know,
this is my favorite Deadpool out of all three.
This is my favorite Deadpool of all three, but I love 2 because
Juggernaut.
of Colossus versus Juggernaut.
Yeah, one of my favorite like iterations of any comic book character. I really love the way they did Juggernaut in part 2. I know it was CG, but I just thought that worked for Juggernaut.
A monster.
To be honest with you, that works because Colossus can fight Hulk, Juggernaut can fight Hulk, and because they did fight him. They were just as fucking big as he was.
Yeah.
Why would you make a normal fucking guy silver and now he's fighting the Hulk? No, he was that big.
Love that. Yeah. I didn't like the little fat kid, but whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't like that kid at all.
Well,
But
I just
what was your favorite?
My favorite MCU movie. So I guess my answer is that this is my favorite Deadpool movie as well.
This is your favorite MCU movie or funniest MCU movie?
No, I said this is legit now my number 1 MCU film.
Yeah, based off of the standards that he raised.
So Winter Soldier.
Over Winter Soldier, over Civil War, over Shang-Chi.
It used to be Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
I'll give you Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Over Civil War's crazy, Cap. Who are you? What y'all do to him?
Yo,
Cap, text me if you're in trouble.
Civil War wasn't even one for him.
The same reason
Text me if
why
you're in trouble.
I didn't like Spider-Man is the reason why this was 10 times better for me.
Wink if you need help.
The reference was good. The references
No,
were correct.
So with the thing with Spider-Man, that he knew all the stuff that was gonna happen, and it didn't happen.
Here's the thing: I brought too much knowledge of all the other movies for me to allow the story they were telling to take place. Where here, me bringing all my knowledge of the comics and all the other movies was rewarded.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. And like I said, there's just so much shit in here that I was like, yo, I know that. I've been waiting to see that. It's too much for me personally not to put this up there.
Do we see Wesley Snipes as Blade again?
Hell yeah. I think we this leaves that door open for it.
No, but for the simple fact that that Deadpool said, hey, we had some people in the void. Can you go help them out? And we only see Daphne King. I don't think the other ones made it.
And didn't she say something like, they're there for a reason? Like, she kind of says something like that, like, they're there. Like, that's kind of where they're supposed to be. So
he also said when Deadpool was about, yo, why don't we go fight? He said, I don't give a fuck. He didn't mind being there.
Yeah.
So I mean,
you Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, would I love to see him as a MCU character and maybe Blade again? Yeah.
He still looks good.
Yo, bro, I'm
good.
sorry. I'm sorry, but this motherfucker's the smoothest. If he played Lando Calrissian, I'll accept it. He's got to be the smoothest motherfucker in Marvel now. The kick was smooth.
He looks good.
The way he talks is smooth. Like, I don't think that we saw Blade. I thought we saw Wesley Snipes.
We saw Marvel God.
Yeah, that's how Wesley Snipes.
That's Marvel
like,
God.
when he's not
Deadpool's
doing
Marvel
the interview.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes is Marvel God.
Yeah, if you think you saw Wesley Snipes at a fucking grocery store and he ain't got a katana on him, that wasn't Wesley.
That wasn't Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, that's how he walks around in public.
Yeah.
And on that note,
forgot my sword.
Shit.
My sword. Yo.
But yeah, he didn't have that sword in the movie. He had the little machete.
nah, he took the kukri.
Yeah. Which is the dope fucking knife to begin with. But
I would have loved to see that sword.
yeah.
And unfortunately, fellas, on that note,
Yeah.
We've been going on for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Welcome back,
I gotta be in
Cab.
the office tomorrow, so
Word.
Yeah.
Cabs, you know you are always welcome here.
Yeah.
All you need to do is send the text, and I'll send the link.
I'll see. Once we get a lot more settled in, we still got like boxes everywhere. And shit.
Yeah. Hey, bro.
I'll holler at y'all boys.
Yeah.
It was great movie.
Yep.
I'm so shocked that Cap said what he said.
He grew. I got him to grow.
Yo, that's crazy. I came here expecting something completely different. I mean, I knew we were all gonna like it because it was just fun.
Yeah.
But favorite is, hey, I love it. I love
it. Yo, it's funny because I think you expected him to do the same thing he did with Robert Downey Jr. as Doom to this movie.
Basically, yeah. Like, dude, I knew we were gonna like it because it's just so fun.
Yeah,
a fun flick. At the end of the day, whatever problems you have with this movie, there's just underlying fun, right? Yeah. But favorite MCU movie, I did not expect that.
Yo, I couldn't have had a happier ending coming out of this movie if I went to a Thai massage parlor.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads